hear that Man U did well in the football today.
Sounds fake.
Yeah, that didn't happen. And in fact, you're crazy for thinking it did happen.
I mean, I just said I heard it. I didn't say I believed it.
Check out my cool
Yeah,
new
you idiot.
following
There's no
and
such thing as
test,
Man United.
following and
You might be
subscription
confusing them with
notifications.
the noted football club Pushited.
Pushited.
I'm still
Yeah,
trying to
Matt.
make Man U shited happen, but it doesn't seem to be.
No, it's Pushited is just better. It's stronger, you know?
Mine's more true to the original phrase.
Anyway, I just think they remember calling them Man Poo in school, so...
Imagine there being a team called Manchester, let alone a city.
More like Manchester. Am I right?
Obviously just a ripoff of noted football club Chester.
Almost time for the Super Cup. Oh boy. Almost time for the Super Cup. Everyone excited?
Yes.
No.
I mean, in like 2 weeks, we have the Pokal game.
Dortmund is giving John Bellington a new contract to make sure he doesn't come sign with me.
The only Super Cup that I care about is the Asterix Pokal.
Critical support
Are
to
you
Dortmund.
invited to the Asterix Pokal?
Well, now.
Do I need to be
They're
to care
yeah,
about
no,
it?
they're
Yeah, I'm a
obviously
fan.
it's the biggest
You didn't
competition in at least Germany.
I would love
and so
to be
of course they
invited
are care about it.
someday. but, you know.
Unfortunately, all 4 spots are occupied.
Mhm.
What I will suggest is that 4th place loses their spot for next year.
It's like some kind of relegation.
Is there a third? Is there a third place?
Well,
match?
the 4th place, there is.
There's
The
a third
4th
place
place last time was Augsburg.
Yeah, so that worked
Who
out.
did they get
And then we brought
replaced with?
Cecil last before you, so
We need a.
Bayer
what is-
Leverkusen are 4th for this year.
How do you get promoted into the Pokal though?
You wait until it's happened, and then you beg me to replace
You have to
you.
apply.
so
It's like
basically
the old
you
Scottish
beg the winner
system.
because the
God
winner is
damn
the
it,
person
Eno!
who sets
I
it
was
up.
also going to make that joke.
You need a
Brevity
rule.
is
I
the
would
soul
like
of wit,
to say-
bitch.
I
Alright,
would like
bye.
to make a ruling. Why most yellow cards in the season?
Shut up, Fred.
Just
don't get
I
to
mean,
make
I
it.
would also be okay with that, but there are some people who don't like players in this league who just would prefer not to play back-to-back friendlies, and so I don't want to like invite them to something that they are like, why the fuck are you inviting me to this?
Oh no, it's funny. We'll invite Jim.
I mean, it's a hilariously stupid way to have a tournament, but it is hilarious, so I'm glad I'm in it. Also, I'm gonna have like 3 starters pull their ACLs in it this year, because I said that.
Hello, I'm in.
All right. So we got a
I'm
week.
admin.
I got a week before match 2, Paderborn.
Congrats. Thank you.
Oh, my pizza's on its way. Oh my god, yes.
What kind of pizza?
Well, it's a margarita. I'm an incredibly boring person.
Yeah, margarita's
wrong
perfectly
with the
good
classic.
Also
pizza.
cheaper.
I've eased past Juventus.
margarita pizza for an American is exotic.
I did when I went to Canada the one time, and we sat down in a place and I asked for a margarita. They came back with the cocktail. I was 14.
You didn't even say
That's how I
pizza.
learned
You
the
just
new
said
I mean,
margarita.
Well,
if
I
you
didn't
just
realise
say
it was-
margarita, then
Yeah, I was fucking 14.
Can I have margarita? And then the waitress named Margarita comes.
Silly
That's
country.
that's
I
that's
like
very
how that's
funny that
just
they
like
didn't try to ID you or anything.
the
though.
spiritual
They
opposite
were
of getting
fucking
carded
pirates,
as a
obviously a
30-year-old.
child.
The spiritual opposite of getting carded as a 30-year-old is being 14 and not being asked for a card for alcohol.
To be fair, I was the first in my friendship group to be able to grow a beard, so I was the guy sent in the off license.
Board's a big fan of bringing Franco Carboni on board.
Hello.
So thank you, Ito.
Hi.
For what?
The Franco Carboni loan.
Oh yeah, he's good.
It's part of my load bearing board reaction.
Nice. Hello, llama.
Low. So when is the next match that has player input?
Let me see. It
Not
might
this
be the Super
Saturday.
Cup.
August 12th is when we play the Pokal first round
Aye.
for the Bundesliga clubs.
When's the Super Cup though?
I think
Yeah.
everybody's in the first round actually. Though.
The Super Cup is on the 5th.
Right.
I'm
Oh, but my
Oh,
I
that
meant-
was
All
Super
right.
Cup,
yeah, yeah.
So
My Super
so
Cup.
the 5th will have myself, Llama, and the Super Cup.
Nice.
Who
Also,
won the
I
Super
would just
game
like to
I'm
say, I
Oh yeah,
beat
you're in the Super
Real
Cup.
Madrid in a friendly. Yeah, I'm in the Super Cup against Bochum.
I believe in you, despite this utter betrayal of my principles.
His
Uh,
club, Mainz 05. That he.
My club that I built up. I signed all the players. I
You
filled the
built with
trophy
your own
cabinet, and I'm
hand.
gonna continue filling the trophy cabinet.
Ito, my good friend, is going to throw the game for me. I can feel it.
Well, if I lose, I'll definitely say that.
He was considering it until you begged for it like a child.
I always have to ask. It's better to ask than not to ask.
I mean, I am tempted to throw it just to force Albrecht to forward some ports later today, so that does tempt me.
Collusion. Don't like it.
See, if you knew me better, Ito, you'd know I had DMZ'd my computer long ago, so all my ports are fully exposed to all.
You're kind of a port what's the absolutist. You all ports should be open at all times.
Oh yeah, when I was hosting Victoria, I just did it just to get that out of the way, so it wouldn't interfere with any of the other multiplayer bullshit I had to do for that game.
Just to
And
save
you'd
you
be
from
Well, I
on
it.
mean, with Victoria, you're more interested in treaty port forwarding anyway.
So true.
So true, bestie.
And that's only if you've got the mods installed for it, because treaty ports aren't a natural part.
Yeah, they only really existed because of those tiny little enclaves you could get off China and nowhere
Yeah,
else.
they just made the states really small for those places.
Well, yeah, because you couldn't, because there was no.
They didn't think of having a
mechanical-
separate treaty port conquest. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a
But,
couple in India, I think, as well, because you had like
Yeah,
the little
there's-
Portugal
Yeah,
enclave.
there was like Goa.
There's Monticello
Goa
and stuff.
Pondicherry, yeah. Best
I like the end of
Yeah,
Portugal's
Daniel.
empire in India. Just like the Indian nation just being like, no, we're taking it.
My favorite part of that is when they triggered NATO Article 5 and all
Yeah.
of NATO went no.
Yep. All the NATO allies were like, no, this doesn't count.
Which is crazy
Wait a
because
minute.
I was told that NATO is a purely defensive alliance for all of its members.
The Portuguese had been very clearly warned beforehand that NATO would not hold up the disintegration of their empire.
They said that Goa was part of Portugal itself, like the rest of their
Yeah.
empire.
Yeah,
they were wrong.
when the U.S.
You know,
was
I forgot
funneling,
you bought Rio Hatate.
so when the U.S. was briefly funneling money and weapons to the Angolan rebels because someone took JFK's anti-colonial rhetoric too seriously in the State Department, Portugal didn't even bother to go to NATO. They just threatened that they'd stop letting the U.S. base bombers in the Azores on like the flight through if they didn't cut that shit out.
That is funny though.
It's really funny that someone's like, "Oh, all right, cool, we're doing this then."
We're doing,
like,
yeah.
There was because you gotta know
Folks,
the guy.
it's
The guy,
Keanu time.
yeah, say the guy who did that. You gotta know has an opinion. That guy has an opinion, and like got the call. It's like, oh shit, we're doing this? Hell yeah, rock and roll, baby. Let's get some money to the good guys.
Also,
My favorite part about the India season Goa is how Portugal told the person in charge of the defending force to fight to the death, and
he immediately surrendered.
Yeah.
He was like, "No."
It's like, no, we're not doing that.
No.
Also, Article 5 is apparently written with language that they agree an armed attack against one or more of them in Europe or North America shall be considered an attack against them all.
That's why they got to debate it.
No.
But it is funny.
So,
Why the hell is South Korea in NATO then?
South Korea is not.
South Korea's not in NATO. They're just in a defensive
There's a
treaty
different
with them,
alliance,
along with
yeah.
Japan.
They're not in NATO.
They're a different kind of client state, Slim. It's very different. It's very complicated.
I think they've actually graduated from client state at this point.
I'm pretty sure the only non-European countries in NATO are the US and Canada and Greenland. If
And
you
Georgia.
consider that non-European. Georgia's not NATO.
Georgia's not in NATO.
I mean, there's the part of France that's
Unless
Georgia's
you
not in
mean
NATO?
Georgia.
Am I crazy?
The only Georgia that's in
Georgia's definitely
NATO
not, yeah.
is the one with Atlanta.
No,
in it.
I need to look at it to make sure I'm not crazy.
Also, French Guiana's part of France. It's not an independent country.
Okay, you guys are right.
Georgia.
They're not in NATO. They've just tried to get into
I mean, the
NATO.
real
You're-
controversial
you're
option would be to say Turkey, but
Yeah,
Rogue,
yeah, that would actually
You're
be the-
exactly right. French Guiana is part of France. That is why French teams should be able to choose to compete in the Copa Libertadores. instead.
That's true. That's true. That's pretty true.
Libertadores. But
That would
yes.
be fun.
I've definitely heard people call Georgians European and then say Turkish people are not European in the same sentence. So
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
well,
That
there's
and
a very simple explanation for that, and that is racism.
yes, we're talking about Europe here, so yes, it is always racism. Also, I'll say it, Turkey is in Europe. Look at it; it's connected to Europe.
I mean, Istanbul is literally in Europe.
Yeah, you can, you know, I'm okay with saying Greece is in Asia if we want to do that. I'm down. Frankly, we can say the Balkans are in Asia too.
Yeah,
I'm also down.
we gotta define.
Honestly, I'm pretty down to
can
say
say
that
that-
Hungary and Poland are in Asia too, if we really want to get
Yeah.
down to brass tacks. Romania is still European.
Everything
though.
east of the Vistula.
I'm sorry, the Balkans
Romania
cannot
is
be
in South
Asian.
America.
The Balkans must exclusively be Balkan.
Yeah, they are their own continent in a way. Anyway, we can
The
continue
Balkan
now.
subcontinent.
Balkan
You can, in
subcontinent.
fact.
Balkan subcontinent mod. Give the Balkans their own Champions League.
The Balkan Champions League. I mean, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, it would actually probably be. a pretty
The
fun
Balkans get their own international competition too.
The
Just
Balkan
all
Champions
Balkan
League,
Euros.
the only Champions League where the
yeah.
winning team is assassinated 2 years out of 3.
Would that be the Tito Cup or would that be something else?
Actually, it's the runners-up that get
They
assassinated.
need a neutral.
The winners are by default.
They need a neutral name. So Franz Ferdinand.
Yo.
Franz Ferdinand Memorial
You can
Cup.
name it Franz Ferdinand, but you're not allowed to let Austria.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, obviously Austria's not in the Balkans.
Yeah.
See, the problem is if you name it the Franz Ferdinand Cup, then France gets an invite.
Also, that one indie band gets an invite. Depending on
Yes.
your opinion on them.
Well, they're indie now.
They
I think
had-
they're I think they're
I was- I don't-
classic rock at this point.
Oh,
I
they-
don't know.
unfortunately.
Am I old?
Fuck off.
Is
Take
that
Me Out was
you're
like
calling
20
me
years
old
old.
at this point? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
I am explicitly I am an arbiter of indie music, and I don't believe that they're indie. Like,
Well, listen. Here's the thing: if a band sounds kind of annoying, I just in my head they go, "Oh, that's an indie band."
well, there are different types of things of music you find annoying.
Yeah, but like if it's like guitars and stuff, I go, "Oh, that's an indie band."
Remember those years when Mumford and Sons were the pinnacle of white music?
Do you want me to tell you what Mumford and Sons are? Like, do you know what they are?
No.
truly, they are Tory Nickelback. It's very simple. It's Nickelback for Tories.
I believe it.
I can't believe Bordeaux is giving Insoki just a worse deal for you.
Should I fuck with my dimensions?
Oblit.
What?
You can't even fuck with the dimensions that much in this.
The
Yeah, I
Insoki
can only
really
make it
upset.
slightly
What?
wider and longer.
Oh my god, actually, holy shit, I could
Excuse
be
me, you
written.
can add 5 meters.
The loan
like 50
offer
feet.
from Bordeaux with only a 2.1 million future fee. Also, that's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I've accepted that.
yeah. No, I know you've accepted that. I'm saying that is just that you weren't able to get out of them what you got out of me.
I know, it makes me
Damn
very
shame,
sad.
damn shame.
It's unfair, etc.
It's unfair. It's unacceptable. Frankly, I'm fucking disgusted.
Discriminating against the host again. Classic stuff.
What the fuck?
Which has always ended well in every game in this server, I found.
Discriminating against the host.
It does happen. I don't know why it happens so
I'm sorry, there's
consistently.
other games in this server?
There used to be a long time ago, before your time, Albert.
Also, it was
Um,
less that. It's just that when I hosted games of EU4, everybody would just murder me because they were afraid.
Well, that also there was also the period of time where Oedipal would host EU4, and then they would kill him every time, and I was like, seems like a bad idea.
Look, it's not my
as
fault.
a-
He came right at me.
As a friend of Oedipal, I would like to say that actually killing him every time is a good idea.
I don't agree.
As an enemy of Oedipal, I agree.
I'm quite neutral on Oedipal. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I went to high school with Oedipal. I know what shit he can get up to.
What the fuck?
We live in the same town.
Small world.
Every single time, it's so
That's
fucking.
I did not
crazy.
know that lore.
That is crazy. I don't like that. I don't. Can you never mention that again, and so I can forget it?
I
I don't.
mean, that's why some of us, including me, tend to just call him Ethan, because that's how Rogue first introduced him to us.
Oh, also,
Doxed him
what
on
the
Cthulhu
fuck?
There's
Dreams in
another
the game,
reason
by
for
the
that,
fuck
but
is
it's not one I'm
happening?
gonna reveal.
Cthulhu Dreams is logged on again. He's returned.
What?
Wait, Rogue, is it about the origin of his username?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I
think
know
the
that
best
as well,
part
but
about-
I won't
I
say
think
it.
the best part about this is Cthulhu Dreams has arrived, is still Cthulhu Dreams, has no job, so is quite literally, I don't know what Cthulhu Dreams is doing.
He's gonna ping Oblit. He's gonna be like, guys, I can play mine, so let me Zorg into whichever AI moron.
I think they should
I'm
have to
gonna
make their
call.
own.
I'm gonna
No,
call
if
for Cthulhu Dreams.
If he wants to take anything, he can take somebody's twos.
What if he
Just
wants
like-
to be Coln?
Well, he can. I won't.
He can take over my twos and get them out of the land of Wind of Ghosts.
Honestly, I don't think he's doing anything like that because, as far as I
No,
was
he's
aware,
just
he's like
hanging around.
working for like ages. So I'm not gonna give him a.
Like, that's the-
major
again,
twos,
I-
don't think he's gonna.
I-
Have to, so.
I reiterate I don't know why Cthulhu Dreams joined.
I simply state, let him cook.
Have fun.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That's income right there, baby.
It's like just the family members of the players.
Just out of curiosity, who buys a season ticket for Hoffenheim twos?
That is more than a 5% increase. That's staunch right
Honestly,
there.
I think if I had a twos club near me and I was a little broke, but I just wanted something to do on Saturdays, I'd go with a twos team.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh my god, Cthulhu might actually do it.
Dude,
Cthulhu might actually fucking do the thing I've been threatening as a joke.
Cthulhu might actually get banned.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this
No.
shitty fucking?
imagine meeting up with Cthulhu Dreams in the Club World Cup.
I don't want to deal with my twos any more than I already do.
Well, then he'll do it. He'll
Hire
literally do
Cthulhu
it.
Dreams, problem solved.
No. If anything, you have to interact more with your twos now that you have Llama. What are you talking about?
No, I don't. That doesn't make any
You
sense.
gotta, you're constantly like denying him funds and like
I
you're
don't
asking him
understand.
if it's okay to release.
I think you
possible
might be
back.
hallucinating, Jim. I don't have any control over his funds.
Because I don't have any funds.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you might need to workshop this one into something less wrong. That's all I got on this, bro.
need More
And you're
players
probably
from that
paying more
season.
attention to the existence of your twos than you did before you had them.
Nope.
Because I definitely am not paying that much attention to mine.
I did not fight to get functional twos into the game to ignore them, sir.
I fought against functional twos, and I will continue to ignore them.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
you.
I'm on that side of the things.
You people bitched constantly about having no results.
How dare
I'm
you?
sorry.
How
You can say
dare
that about
you?
other
Albert?
people, but myself and Ito.
I'm pretty sure I literally never
You all
complained
blurred
about it
into one
in the
another.
2 sessions that I played.
Albert, I never give a shit about the twos, and you know that for a fact.
I believe in the dream
you're
of functional twos, and
I
I think it'll
100%
happen one
didn't know
day.
what twos were when I was playing in France.
Well, yeah, because you didn't have them. They didn't work.
And it didn't
No.
matter. I didn't care. I
Yeah.
still don't care.
I don't care that you don't care.
It's a beautiful day once again in Football Manager.
Yeah.
I
hate
hate
that whole
keeping and
story.
gaslighting.
I mean, yeah, twos being in real leagues is just terrible, both in real life and in Football Manager.
I don't disagree. I think they're bad for the game. I think they're interesting in Football Manager, but
They're bad for the real
only-
game, but they're good in Football Manager.
I think they're
Classic
actually. I think they are in fact worse in Football Manager.
No.
I mean, they're good in the sense that mechanically they are useful because they give you better results.
Well, I mean, they're shit in
for
Football Manager
developing
normally
players,
because you have to mod it to get them to work,
but
like we have. But
they're annoying to deal with.
Hey,
Then
Lemka
just
came
ignore
in
it if you want.
second for U19
I
Global
think
Tournament.
I think my response is that I never play teams that have quality twos.
or money generally.
it's not
Yeah,
about having quality twos. It's just literally about having a shell that plays games. That's why it was out.
Yeah,
Because everybody complained that they couldn't.
Well,
get
that's why I'm
I
saying
I
that
prefer
the-
separate like
friendlies every
twos
couple of
leagues or U23 or U21 or whatever.
the idea
Because
of a
it
reserve
makes it
league
easier
is
to
better
use
for
them
me.
for match fitness and stuff.
Oh, dude, I can find people for friendlies. Hell yeah. That's not gonna piss me
Dude,
off.
getting fined for a friendly is crazy. If that happened to me, I would go mental.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who
You
got
have-
6.8 in our 22-1 win.
You know,
That is possibly the single most Football Manager thing I've ever heard. I can find players for friendlies.
Dude, it's a 35-year-old.
I mean, to be fair, I think in real life Ronaldo got fined for a friendly when he
A reason
fucking,
to
like
play
walked
teams
out of
better
it.
than.
I mean, you should get fined if you walk out of a friendly, but you know.
Yeah,
But if
Yeah,
you were on
he
the
specifically
pitch
got
for-
fined for being unfriendly. Is the point.
if you are at a friendly, you are not doing. You are fulfilling the
Wasn't he
requirement.
fined for slapping that phone out of the kid's hand or whatever?
That was a
Also,
different incident.
I'd like to point out that Lemka is the German U19 captain at like 16 and 15 days or something.
Well, it's not gonna be my guy because he's leadership 1. What's his leadership?
His leadership is 9 and his teamwork is 9.
Have you guys ever met someone who has leadership 1? I can think of some
Yes.
certain individuals I've come across. with leadership
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
one.
no, I don't.
Every time I try and run
dozens-
this game, I feel like leadership won.
I know
No.
dozens, if not hundreds of people who are leadership one.
You're leadership 15 in my heart.
You know what? Yeah, leadership 12 to 15, I'd say. 12 to 17.
Ooh, a nice range.
I've got
Uh,
attribute masking on, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Lol.
Which I guess in this metaphor is autism. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
It's
let's
my
move on.
natural
I'm
you've
glad
taken
you
this
said
joke
it, Carvix,
slightly
because
too
I
far.
was gonna say it.
wow.
Mods, please rename this channel attribute masking is autism.
No. I will. I don't want to explain that to the Senate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not in the
let's
Senate,
not.
so it doesn't bother me at all.
Oh yeah, because you left multiple times.
It's also because I was only in there when I was a GM anyway.
So they didn't invite Ito for some reason.
I couldn't think why.
It's just Elderbark invite. Like I was in the Senate until I left.
Yeah, it's literally just Elderbark
that time.
Dow posting in there now, and that's all that happens.
No, that's fine.
It's kind of sad.
I don't think anyone's posted there in a while. Also,
The
Oh, they
Senate?
have.
it's like in general.
Oh, it's controversy is over.
The discussions are where has Klingon gone, and Elbrak talking. Sorry, not Elbrak. Elderbark talking about his affair.
Oh, I guess I got
You mean his
removed from the Senate
affairs?
because I
he's,
left
no,
the
his
server
affair.
at
He's
some
having an
point
affair, and he's
and
very
came
proud
back.
of it. And we all need to hear about it for some reason.
Oh
no,
yeah.
I thought he divorced his wife already.
Yeah, this is a new affair
Oh, damn.
with someone else's wife.
Yeah, it started out
Oh.
giving
That
someone a
actually-
Christmas card, and then it got weird from there.
No. Unfortunately, there's a lot more backstory to this that he declined to share. Because
I'm changing the subject. I
Reflects-
regret bringing this up. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Let's.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You're right.
That was
Sorry.
that was a weird spin-off of.
I'm gonna
of
read
stuff
an
I'm not
insane
reading.
Tumblr post.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Of course, you have
you,
blood all over you and pronouns. There we go. Any thoughts on this?
What?
I don't know. I can't believe I've been banned from the Senatist by virtue of the fact that I left the server and came back.
Yeah, I did that to you.
Yeah, that's how
I'm
we
in the
think,
click
yeah.
that controls this Discord. I'm in the click that controls PSP, as
PSP.
Karmic will tell you, and I am also in charge of the United States foreign policy.
God fucking damn it! Rutter just turned down 4 great loan deals. This fucking piece of shit.
Ito wears
Why
many
don't you Spend the
hats.
season in the twos.
I mean, he's going
Give him to me.
He's going to be playing a lot of games.
Many hats.
All right. Was there a monetary price that you put? It's already still there.
I
It's
still think it is insane that you're not playing him in your first team.
I have 3 better strikers.
Also, I
He's
realized looking at the stuff where you got Georgino Reuter from.
Oh, I didn't get him. I inherited him. But yeah. Friend,
Oh
yeah.
was he?
You
I
can
guess
tell,
he would've
if you
been-
look at it, you can see there it doesn't have.
He was
the
high. I
escape
guess he was
or
hired during
arbitrate.
he was hired during a transfer window.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
he
2021.
Wait, did you increase the wage?
No,
the
I
wage
don't know why that's
calculation?
been auto-rejected. Fuck's sake, I hate this guy so fucking much. Oh
You
my
should
god.
fire your DOF.
Maybe if I just make a loan offer out to everyone. Hey everyone.
Is there anybody who's playing a lower mid-table
Mm-hmm.
team? A lower mid-table team? Still?
What?
Hi.
I don't think anyone knows if they're lower mid table yet.
Yeah, I think a
That's
bunch
in
of us
6
might
games.
be. We just don't know yet.
I'm kind of hoping to be a
Because
lower
I'm
mid
saying-
None, I
I'm
don't think any
saying
of us are going to
Georgino
finish bottom
Reuter would
3.
probably be a good piece for a lower mid-table team.
I mean, I've dangled him in front of them, and they don't.
I 100% would be like jumping on top of him, except striker is the single position I invested the most into this window. So
He can be AMRL.
I don't play AMRLs.
Oh,
He can be
fuck.
AMC.
I don't play an AMC either.
Wait, do you just have 2?
I'm playing basically a 4-4-2 diamond with a CM and a DM.
That's not how diamonds work.
Well, yeah, it's a squashed diamond.
So you're playing.
think
So
Jim has got-
I'm imagining this in my head. So you're playing a 4-4-2 diamond with a CM and a DM. So you have 3 in the center and then 1 behind.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not.
I'm just gonna post a fucking screenshot.
Huh?
Yeah, post the screenshot, and then I will
That's
figure out
interesting.
the shape of this.
Hello.
Hello, Slim. Did you die?
Yeah, I died for briefly.
Okay, I'll unclick then so you can get back.
Like, I don't understand why it's auto-rejecting all these offers, because I don't have them. I think it's the dev list. I'm assuming the dev list is fucking me over.
Anyway,
Yes,
as you can
something's
see, there
fucking
is
with it.
not space for people on the attacking midfield line in this formation.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
this is-
think you can remove one of those center backs and move him up to AMC.
I mean, this. What is this?
I don't know what to.
This is
I
just
mean,
a
I
4-4-2.
name
This
it
is
as
a
a
4-4-2 with a pivot. So
I name
with
it
like
as
a mouse without pivot with
4132
a-
in my actual name for it, but you know.
This is just a 4-4-2 with the midfielders, with the central mids arranged
Also, I need to stop looking at this formation because I'm gonna start giving criticism that no one wants to hear. So,
True.
Slim, you back in?
I will say, this formation was by far the most successful in terms of chance plus minus of any of the ones I played last season.
Sicko mode.
Hello, all, but I believe Slim needs admin.
No, I don't actually.
Okay.
For some reason, if Oblit doesn't take the game down, I keep my admin status. So
I guess it's a different
That makes
instance when he
sense.
starts up the game again.
Yeah. But it's
Some
every time
shite
we
like that.
restart.
A bunch of Greek and Turkish teams are
Yeah,
now
I'm in
in for
reserve.
loan offers on Omar Campos, who went to Chelsea's under 18s. Because of course you're not good enough to play for fucking Chelsea, and you never will be.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the difference between, like, PAOK and, you know, a team in the Bundesliga? They're all Greek to him.
The thing
By
to
the way-
remember is he may never play for Chelsea, but that doesn't mean he doesn't get Chelsea wages.
That's a good
Boohoo,
point.
will you take Jorginho Rutter off your fucking shortlist?
Yes,
Sure.
yes, you will. You will take Jorginho Ruder off your short list.
This is true.
I'm hypnotizing him. Ooh, you were gonna take Georgina off your short list. Ooh.
Like, this is like legitimately ridiculous.
Yeah, like you do not need to have our entire team shortlisted and paralyze our
I
transfer
find
process.
it funny.
It is really funny.
I'll just have to do a deep dive on his shortlist over the week.
Just
Delete everything.
investigate his.
I might just
short
delete
list.
his shortlist. That'd be the quickest way.
No, you
Yes,
can't go and delete
that'd
a
be
man's
great.
short
I,
list.
I love it.
I like, warnings have been laid down.
Oh man, it won't let me shortlist Rooter.
See that? I would have accepted.
The twos are just like salivating for the chance at Ruder like breaking scoring records.
I'm just waiting to see, like,
IJA,
a
IGN
pop-up of,
rivalry.
despite Valencia's bid, my client's preferred destination would be the twos.
Lol. Fuck my life.
This stupid kid wants to leave because he doesn't think he's getting enough minutes, even though I'm going to fucking play him more this season.
His trust has been broken already, Verdant. It's hard to heal. He's got trauma.
Are they
I
a new
didn't-
signing?
You're
No.
not accepting his
Are they
fucking
like a new
trauma.
signing?
No!
There you go. They don't trust you anymore.
You're welcome, Carmen.
No, I'm still laughing at Ito's jokes. Yours was good too, but just like I'm still laughing about the shit Ito was saying.
That's fair.
I need to sign up.
Ito is funnier than I am.
Sign a what now?
A hussy.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
what? I'm gonna turn up Slim. Slim, repeat that, please.
Oh. Yeah, I'm signing hussy. Get the new-
I don't think you're allowed to call people that anymore.
Pretty sure that word has been deprecated.
This asshole who wants to go
I'm
to
pretty
young
sure he's saying he
boys
wants to find a
SC.
Hussite. By which I assume he means a Czech player.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, those are easy. They're in the EU. You can get them at 16.
Well, actually, I did find a guy.
Although, in retrospect, I guess you might not want to sign a 16-year-old hussy.
Yeah, that would be kind of something.
Mods?
Of his quality.
Well,
You
there's
don't want to
one in
ask
in
the
this
SA
discussion.
mods about that either.
Well, thank you. Thank
Bam!
Jesus.
Get him! Permaban.
But surely it would be
No
better
appeal.
right, if we let them know. Like, it would be better to solve the situation if mods knew.
It's between
Also,
a hussy and Stalin Valencia.
Looking forward to getting permabanned on SA when the LP gets posted. And someone
Sometime
checks
you're
the
gonna
mod.
you're gonna accidentally post in PSP and comics just gonna like chain probe you for the rest of your life. Or
Why do you
he'll
think I
find me and
don't?
IK to do it instead.
Why do you think I don't post in PSP?
Yeah, it's the only
The answer
person
is because I don't
I
watch
was
wrestling.
gonna say you don't watch wrestling. Yeah, actually, it's not fine.
With the exception of when, TJPW gets put on.
Yeah.
I'm the canary in this particular mine. Just
I-
wait until I die, and then you'll know that the banhammer's coming.
So I'm enjoying this team hierarchy where I have 6 highly influential players and 1 influential player.
That last guy just like he's the I guess 7th wheel.
You guys have had the situation on your team where you look at the dynamics, you have no team leaders and no highly influential players.
Yes, that
Yep.
happens to me. That happens to me a decent amount when I just kind of like kill
That shit
people.
is
I just kind of kill
crazy.
people.
That's why you sign old guys.
You need them.
Like,
you need them.
All three of my team leaders from last year left, and the spots were
This-
immediately
this-
filled by Buffon
My,
and
my
Ibrahimovic.
club, my club was exclusively people I signed on non-contracts and the youth players that were not shit.
Also, oh my, what the hell, Llama?
That's amazing. The captain
I mean,
and
I
vice captain
assume
are
it's.
both
Whoa.
in-
I assume it's probably just like fucked for 2 clubs.
No, I like this. This is
The
good.
two's dynamics don't make any sense.
You
I'm
think
being
that's
told
like in order?
by my manager, by my coaches from the monthly meeting advice, that I should
Smoking
stop my
Johansson
pursuit of
gets
John
rid of?
Bellington because he is a very ambitious top target.
Which is to say, you're shite, is what
I
you're
didn't
saying.
realize Jude Bellingham had a brother. Like, what the fuck?
What?
What?
Huh?
Doesn't he have 2 brothers?
What?
He
What?
does, yeah. Oh, okay. He said about Job Bellington. He's not as good. I would know. I saw a 16-year-old Jude Bellingham destroy Middlesbrough once. Let me go find the clip.
Also, shouts out to Middlesbrough summer transfer target Joe Bellingham.
God damn it!
I can't believe he has a brother called Joe Bellington though. Bellingham though. What a name! Like, what the fuck?
All right, that's what you meant. All right, yeah.
Listen, I post this down a mock clip probably about once a week. Not safe for work. It does feature the most evil player of all, Chuba Akpom.
Fair, actually, yeah, fair.
Chuba Akpom is wow. That fall was something. Quite something.
Jesus Christ.
Habeas Dorcas, have you been around when we've been watching the Middlesbrough games during the Chuba Akpom season?
I've definitely caught some of it. I haven't really. I've watched many of the games. I have seen a few of his goals.
Are you aware that he is the top goal scorer in the championship?
It doesn't surprise me.
Are you aware
Mama,
that he
your
broke?
other players are in order of their influence.
Yeah. Are you
'Cause it looks
aware
like your
that
captain is on top of the scrap heap, basically? Oh god, my keeper's injured.
This player seems to be under the impression that they can take their future into their own hands. Their contract is 4 years.
Uhu. You signed Raja Nagogan?
I did.
So I've got games in the 3s. Does anyone else have a game today?
I'm gonna use him as a mentor as well.
Wednesday?
Who did he say?
I have a game on Saturday.
He's gonna bring the game back
I did realize something.
every time he smokes.
So I have 2 goalkeepers, and then my third guy, the backup, is a gray, which I don't think is optimal.
Wait,
Honestly, that is probably
It's
is
totally
optimal.
fine.
yeah, why do you have a
Yeah.
backup?
Well,
you're
don't
meant
you
to
usually
a
have
third
3?
goalkeeper. Yeah, you're meant to have 3. But the thing is, like, the third one will never play because Football Manager doesn't injure goalkeepers often. So you should, him being a grey is honestly perfect.
You can just have like a child be your keeper.
You can also have a child be your third choice
Yeah.
as well.
Your
Yeah.
third keeper
Or-
should
or
always
you could
just be
have
some rando
somebody
homegrown at club for.
goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, but my
We,
under I always make sure my under 19s are playing a game every Saturday, so usually the under 19 goalkeeper isn't available.
Can we get a club drip check? Who is your captain and your vice captain?
I'll tell you when I'm out.
You know, you
I've got
got this.
Gunther and Ginter.
I haven't named a captain yet.
Wait,
They're my
That's probably
captain and
Zlatan.
vice captain from last season.
oh, are you gonna give it to Zlatan?
Probably. I mean, he's leadership 20.
He's Zlatan.
I mean,
I got
my guy
Radamel,
is,
Falcao, and Marcelo.
is Japan International Wataru Endo. I don't
Yeah, we-
remember off the top of my head who my vice captain is.
Yeah, we respect Wataru Endo.
Yeah, I think it's gonna for me. It's captain is gonna be Ibrahimovic. Vice captain is gonna be the same Tussar.
I think my captain is my goalkeeper. Actually, Cthulhu, who was your captain last season?
Whoever auto select picks.
There we go, folks.
Like, the things that Cthulhu doesn't think about is
Was Cthulhu
it's
there for the session
wild.
where it got?
Maybe
No.
maybe
So
he wasn't there. I don't know.
I think
I
I was
don't
there.
know.
for
What
only
also
when I picked it.
Cthulhu?
I would have got
what
picked it when I
what
chose
are
the
you
job.
doing in game?
His meeting got cancelled. He's chilling.
I'm
I don't think that was the
that doesn't
angle of
answer,
the question.
that doesn't answer the question.
I'm on holiday and I was applying for jobs and seeing what happened.
I got
Okay.
beat. My twos got beaten by Duisburg.
Wait,
Okay, my captain is Sylvian Widmer, who is Swiss. Disgusting. And my backup is Robin Zentner, my goalkeeper, who, I'm going to be honest, he looks German, but he also looks very Swiss, which is the most evil kind of German guy.
the most evil kind of German guy, actually Swiss.
Okay, my vice captain is Uzbekistan international Waldemar Anton.
My
That fucking
captain
rules.
is Sebastian Schonlau, and my vice captain is the guy that got renamed John Hendry, who what's his actual Robert Glatzel.
Yeah, John Hendry, much better name.
Yeah.
My captain is tied for third lowest leadership on the team.
Good.
Why is
Bad?
he captain?
What?
I would actually send you Sol Bamba, but it doesn't let me move him to the twos because he is an under-19s coach.
The funny thing is, I can set Sol Bamba as my coach anyway, as my captain anyways.
You
Do it.
should
Do it.
do it.
Give Sol Bamba the armband.
Yeah,
I mean, let
Salbama's
me have a
fucking
word
cool.
with Sol. See if I can talk him into a wee promotion.
Make him the player twos coach.
Essentially, yeah, because it's the fact that he's the under-19s coach that's not doing the trick. I'll
Wait, does that
come
mean
back
that
to that later.
Does
'Cause the
anyone not know the
under-19s are
Salbama
part of
story,
the
by the
team,
way?
but the twos aren't. Oh, I will be introducing him in the Let's Play with his touch map from the Man United game.
Good. Alright, no
Do
offers.
they
The
include
greatest
the
touch map
penalty
of all
kick?
time. Yes.
As a touch?
It's the only touch on the map. It's the penalty spot.
Oh no, my North Korean must actually be a defector because he doesn't know any German.
Like,
Oh, it won't let
Yeah.
me set Sol Bamba as captain, only as stand-in captain. That's a shame.
oh.
But just don't name a captain. Simple.
Yeah, that does seem to be. Or just make sure your captain isn't on the pitch. No captain, no vice captain. They exclusively hang out. They're exclusively hang out at the location.
Yo.
Oh, I'm
so
giving
I
you
had
another
a
AMC, by the way. Meet Jordan Gordich.
I had a physio leading my fucking friendly matches for the last year.
Did you win most of them?
That's
I
that's
have.
good.
We can do that.
I'll be honest.
I have.
You
Promote him.
probably want a physio leading your friendlies. Because the
Yeah, just
physio
be
is
like,
the
"You
only
don't
person
look great
who-
out there, so I'm just gonna, stop. I'm gonna sub you off right now."
Well, no, very specifically, the physio is the person who is like actually running the rehab. So good, yeah. It's the only reason why you're running friendlies is for match fitness, right?
The real
true.
question is, if they start getting a bunch of injuries in friendlies, do you fire the physio?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you can do that. The thing Mourinho did at the start of that one really bad Chelsea season.
I don't know what he did.
He marched onto the pitch and started openly berating one of the physios for taking too long. And it was a whole big blow up that resulted in Chelsea coming like Chelsea winning like a relegation battle for like the first half of the season. It was so bad. Also, Hazard got really fat. This was the year after they won the title, by the way.
Oh, that was like when Mourinho was really becoming late stage Mourinho. And
He
you get one
he
good
was.
season out of him, and then he just become.
Listen, to be fair, he was late stage Mourinho, and then he went to Man United, and then he like became cool again. He like looped around. because at Spurs he was just right all the time. Everything he said was true and correct, and he was mostly right about Man United, to be fair. So you gotta hand it to him.
What's Mourinho doing right now?
He's at Roma.
Roma, right?
Roma are doing well.
Roma
They're doing perfectly fine.
He won the Conference League last year, didn't he?
He did. He was the first manager to ever win the
I was
Conference
saying, he
League
is
and the Champions League and the Europa League.
Yeah, that's like
First Roma manager to win anything continental.
That too. Which is really like big shade on every Roma manager that had Totti. Like, you really fucked something up there. I know it was hard because Barcelona were rigging everything, but like, you know.
Keeper is out for the first few games.
Oh, I have too many old men in my fucking twos.
I have a chance against Schalke.
I believe in you, Ito.
Listen, getting an early season winner over Slim is big because then you're safe from his fury for the next couple of weeks.
We will be stopped. We've got 3 games tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you've got business, you can hold off until then.
Also, it's my birthday in game.
I'm going to stream the most important game that's happening today or that day. Yeah, the Twos game.
Well, it is interesting because
I'm
the Twos
frowning.
game is the only game that is not being streamed.
I'm giving the people what they want.
Yeah, people want to choose.
You got the Twos game, which will be streamed by you.
I like that
You
it
got-
implies I'm not attending my own friendly match.
Well, no, you aren't attending your own friendly match because you put someone else in charge of it.
Focusing on what's important, baby.
Like if you literally aren't at the friendly matches when you have someone else run them.
Look, it's just a technique you picked up from Bielsa.
I managed to sneak out.
Tried to dump one of my kids or one of my shitty players to the twos, and I got grumpy.
Well, he's on the Twos now, so who cares?
I mean, like he's too good for the twos. It's just
No
that.
such
the
thing.
coach didn't want to use him, and I want him to get match fitness down there.
I got more I got more payroll and youth coaching cash by just mentioning we have rival teams, and the board really hates our rivals, I guess.
They were like, "Yeah, fuck those people."
Also, new
Michael
training
Carrick
facilities.
wants to make a signing. He's just like, hey, you know that Sunderland are in our division? And if we get promoted, Newcastle will be in our division? And Steve Gibson's like, you're right. Here's the money.
I'm just saying, anyone want to get in on the Sheffield United are going to bottle it train? You should do it now.
I've been on it since the fucking Sheffield.
The
United-
Wrexham game.
Oh, you're saying I was on it in the Wrexham game. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Listen, just buy the stock now. I'm telling you, it may happen.
I don't believe. I think they're gonna hold it.
Like they're past their game. Oh fuck, no, they're not even their past.
Sheffield can
They're not
always
even,
bottle.
they're not even past. They're not even actually past their game in hand because they've got the fucking Blackburn FA Cup match, which is gonna put them a game back again.
Right, but
I
they
have a player-
currently don't have one.
I have a player whose
Yeah.
preferred number is 91,
Bears?
and that's not an option in our list. We get
Oh.
full copies.
Destroyed.
Have you
Skill
tried
issue,
giving him
etc.
19 and hoping that he looks at it in the mirror?
Just
I
hand
don't
him
think Trevor just made
his
that
kit
up,
like
but,
upside
yeah.
down. But make it 16, so it looks like a 91 when it's upside down.
Do
That
different
actually
leagues
not
have
bad.
numbering rules? That are
Also,
different?
is his preferred number 91 because he was born in 91?
Surely not. Please tell me Kramaric wasn't born in 91. I'll be so
How old is he?
fucking old. Oh Jesus, he was.
Get him.
Think of the bright side. At least he wasn't born in '88.
Well, yeah, because then he'd be like 35.
That's
know,
not the
so
point I
quite
was
racist,
making.
sorry.
No, I like the way that Carmack went with that joke, though.
Yeah. Anyway,
The way I went with that joke was very
Like, we
specifically
all laughed at how
the
old-
making people feel old version of that joke. rather than the Nazi.
I just
number
knew
being
if I was right, it would destroy Orbit. It would
Yeah.
crush him.
Everything destroys me. When
Because I remember that Kramaric likes 91.
Look, I'll have you know that in game I am a young man. I am 20.
Listen, in game, I am a warg who has green sight. You know, it doesn't really.
In game, I'm 72, I think, because I set the date wrong.
I mean, that checks out.
In that you intended to be younger, or you intended to be older?
I guess I just never thought about how old being born in 1960 was. Actually, no, I'm 23. Never mind.
Fucking hell.
It's
I think
my single
character's
player
like
save. I'm
35
72.
or something.
I'm a 72-year-old Russian.
Cancelled.
Cancelled.
Banned from the league.
I'm whatever
Are
the
there
oldest
any
age
Russian
is.
managers like in Europe that had to deal with that?
I don't think there are. Really.
I'm honestly not aware of any.
I don't think managers have got or players yet. I'm sure as things continue to get worse, it will happen. But until then, you know.
I mean, like Russian football has always been, you know.
Oh, did you know Cheryshev a Venezia?
In a way that a lot of European
I
countries.
did know that Cheryshev was a Venezia. It's funny.
It's funny.
Like I can't name even many Russian players who were big in Western Europe in this. I mean, not many.
Golovin, bitch.
Well, yeah, but that's like one.
Yeah.
They used to be. They used to. The league, like the Russian league used to be a lot better. Standard for sure.
Yeah, back when it was the Soviet Union.
No, even after the
Before
dissolution.
they all became playthings of oligarchs.
Yeah.
Like at this point, the Russian league, and it's been like this for a while, it's just a wallet competition. And not in the sense of buy the best teams, or buy the best players, as in bribe people.
Yeah, I still
Yeah, but
remember
you make
when
your money back on the match fishing.
There's a lot of rumors that Putin's favorite team gets the rub of the green quite a lot, should we say?
I remember when Samuel Eto'o went to fucking God, what's that name? Anizab and something, some Russian fucking team, and for like a single year, that team was the richest in the world. And now they're not even like in the Russian third division. Like they completely collapsed.
The real suffering if you're playing in Russia is managing Vladivostok.
It's so funny, dude.
They have to do like a 16
Give you a 5,000-mile trip to each
Yeah,
away
no,
day.
those plane rides must be fucking awful.
Yeah, but imagine
And
the
also,
advantage of
everyone's
home
supposed to hate
games.
their away games there. I imagine they have like the best home form in the division and the worst away form.
Can't remember how it worked out, but I'm fairly sure they got relegated immediately in their first season in the top flight. I could be wrong.
Maybe everyone just conspired to like make sure they went down because.
Well, it's like you don't want to play against them again, so. But yeah, imagine a team like that, but they went like full Millwall about everything, and they just like the nastiest team in existence. That'd be fun.
The Russian FA was talking about sending them to play either in like the Chinese league or like the Japanese league instead.
Dude, I would love to play as Vladivostok in the Japanese league.
I'll
That'd be
make that
cool.
I feel like the Russian state would veto that on account of the implications.
Like
a football team plays there. Who cares?
To play in China anyway. Japan, they probably wouldn't care.
I could play on Stockholm. That'd be enjoyable for both
Yo,
countries.
on the border as well.
That would be fucking sick.
Talk about a cross-border derby.
I'm just saying we could have solved a lot of bloody problems if we just solved.
Oh my god, Vladivostok was dissolved because of the COVID pandemic.
Oh,
dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
It was just the state. It was just the Vladivostok state. It was just like, yeah, we're canceling all professional sports clubs in the region.
Okay, so we found out the true background of COVID. It was a lab leak from Vladivostok.
I thought China did it. Everyone seems to be very sure of this in the damn USOint.
The Vladivostok government was bribed to start a pandemic by the rest of the Russian league.
I mean, if it came out of a lab, it came out of the labs in the Aral Sea that were abandoned. I mean, are we aware of these? Because there was islands in the Aral Sea before it dried up that were the Soviet bioweapons testing. And then they obviously kind of abandoned them. And then the Aral Sea kind of abandoned the area.
Being a sea. Decided to downsize to
abandoned
cross
mortal
over
plane.
the salt flats to the Soviet bioweapons facility.
Does not seem like the most advisable trip, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you should do that, Rogue.
I mean, it could be a laugh though.
Like, don't. As your friend, don't.
It could
go
be
to
a
the bar.
gas, Ito.
Gladbach is
Yo,
predicted to finish 10th with Yogi Low as their manager.
All right, I've got some. Congratulations to Bochum.
Thank you for what?
for winning the Super Cup against me, so that I can have someone host the damn arm again.
What are my twos players doing? What are
Oh
they
yeah,
busy
season
with? It doesn't
preview. How
say
am I
what
gonna
they're
do?
busy with.
So shouts out to this player that my affiliate just sold, who is horrendous at everything except he's like the most naturally fit and determined person in the world.
He's just like me for real.
He makes good
No,
decisions too.
he makes good decisions.
Damn.
He just like me for real times two. Oh, he has good balance as well. He's just this guy. He's just lazy.
Natural.
Terrible
talent.
leadership.
Terrible long throws, shameful.
Pace 4.
He avoids using his weaker foot, but by the look of it, he should probably also avoid using his stronger foot.
Are there any players that are not very strong in their strong foot?
I think so.
I think everybody has 20 in their strong foot. At
Hey,
least I don't think
Slim.
I've seen an example otherwise.
Funnily enough, in real
Sorry.
in real life, I probably would be a player who would have like, 16 and 14 rather than having 20 in one of them.
I think that a player has to have 20 in one foot, and they have to have 20 in one position. Like, I think if you try to even change that with the editor, it won't accept it.
Wow, I totally skipped the screen that usually you get your advice from your assistant manager. That completely disappeared. That's a new one.
He has nothing
Oh,
to
are
say
we
to you.
actually on the?
Yes,
We
this
are
is the
at the
game.
tip,
This is the
yeah.
game.
Oh, we're
It's
at-
time to hit continue.
Okay.
Sorry, it's gonna take a second
you
for
have
me because they
actually-
decided to completely screw with my team.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Continue
You're
is
doing the
for
prep.
you. It is
We're-
for
you're
you,
doing the
Inferno.
prep.
Yeah,
Totally cool.
this is us.
Well, 4
We're
people
all-
are technically playing because 3
Yeah,
games.
Yeah.
the Super Cup.
One of
whatever
them is the
that
Super
is.
Cup. I don't know. I've never heard of it. I won't be watching it.
There's a Super Cup. I'm being very slow, so that I can fucking get to the advice screen.
Yeah, I already missed the advice screen. I'm shaking.
Each click has taken me into a further like stupid page of
Here's someone
matches.
else who's playing a game today.
Lol.
All right, am I at the tactics meeting? Am I here?
I don't know, Carmen.
I arrived. Well, I'm asking the game.
I know. I'm just being a facetious cunt.
Oh, oops! I actually assigned a youth player on a free, and now they're coming in the year.
Nice.
Oops.
There we go.
Classic mistake.
Yeah, I hate it when I do that.
Anybody got increased attack duties?
No, I've never had
I
that.
don't have a game.
Anyone ever had the advice increase attack duties?
I've never seen this before. Other nationalities, American brackets green card.
What?
Oh, I've never seen that either. Because
didn't know
that
that was a
means
thing.
that they're just a
That means
permanent
they won
resident.
That means they won the green card lottery.
Shout out to
Right?
Claudio.
Yeah, shout out to Claudio. That's what I'm saying. It's what we're all about here. We're all about shouting out Claudio Castagnoli.
I'd rather shout
also,
out Claudio Reyna.
Did you save?
Yeah, he's created
Yeah,
a
but like-
hilarious fucking mess.
Yeah, Claudio
great.
Castagnoli is just a cool Swiss guy, a very rare type of person.
I think Germany must have changed their.
The players are
Doesn't
mad
make
that I'm not
laws.
playing the right team
Lamau.
again.
Also, I've learned that my first
Sounds like
team,
their fault. Yeah.
my first team is actually just small enough to fit the to fit everybody in the league. Like I can name everybody on the team sheet.
I wish I could even remember my players' names.
It's not small, but it's smaller than I'm used to because I'm used to playing with like a shitload of people that I'm paying weirdly.
Yeah.
Good luck,
Or
Elbra.
Contract to contract.
Good luck, Bran the Broken, whose story is
Get the ball out of there.
second to none.
All right. Bundesliga 2 match day. I'd say Bundesliga 2 match day 2.
Ooh, nice.
Tasty.
I beat you to the yellow card. Ouch, close behind.
I like how Becker literally ran in front of Krattenmacher and took that goal.
That's what we in the industry call a David Nugent.
That is what a midfielder should do. Steal
your
goals from the
stream is-
strikers.
Your stream is behind what's... Oh, no.
No.
This is Hoffenheim 2s. Never mind.
Correct.
Oh boy,
real
I'm not
game
getting
is
too
good.
many shots, but it is.
For reference, your main team is up 5-0.
Irrelevant. How are the twos doing?
I'm getting what I like to call Bochum, which...
All right, so the system. Oh my god, I forgot to fucking.
You were saying, Elbra?
I was saying you were dominating
That's an
possession.
insane pass.
I'd like to offer my shouts out to. I'd like to offer my shouts out to the way we watch games. Because I will just occasionally just watch the entirety of a game with my stuff. And it is
Karmic, unfortunately,
very
you're
fun.
not allowed to do that because your shouts out are on cooldown.
This is true.
Oh, that would have been a nice one.
That's a little optimistic there by Hoffenheim. I'm also watching the game that matters.
Gordich is actually going out on loan probably. right
Elbrak is
afterwards.
talking about their Super Cup, quote unquote.
Once
Never heard
again,
of
Joe
Such a
Scally
nice cup.
appears. Joe Scally's doing some shit.
Can't believe he's good at
Well,
football.
Joe Scally is a real player on HSV in Bundesliga 2.
Damn.
Whoa. The power.
What? Joe
Does
Scally's
he
also
play for in real
19,
life?
Slim.
Who's taking this? Oh, dear.
Plays for
Let me look at his
Dortmund.
Who the
I
fuck is
think
he?
that's the left back.
No,
I
he
have
plays for
no
Bochum.
idea why on earth he took that. He should not have taken that.
Joe Scally is Bundesliga quality.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Riggs?
he was my starting.
Also, nice goal there.
He
Karmic.
was my starting right or left back last year. That was a really sick goal.
That was a great chip.
Also, it was
Come on, buddy.
very
Thank ya.
specifically Joe Scally doing some shit.
I love having 5 players on a 7.0 rating while losing.
God damn it, Ito!
How does that happen?
I have 2 players that are above a 7. Oh, 3. My goalie is at 7.2.
How do you miss that?
Ito, demand more.
Wow. This is the 3rd straight match where I've gotten a penalty, including 2 games
Oh no.
in a single player save I was playing.
Karmic, have
Don't
you been
worry,
hiring
we're
refs
on the
to teach you
middle
how to
too.
get penalties better and how to make calls go your way?
Yeah, you just have to pay a ref, the vice president of the refereeing union, 7 million euro over 20 years.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's working.
It better be in the next FM. It's clearly normal
yeah.
policy for a football club.
La Masia.
All right. I like.
We're so rich, we don't even need a shirt sponsor. We can give it to UNICEF.
No, I've got a great idea, Ito. What they should do, they should get the money back so it's no longer a problem by getting a sponsorship from that ref's business as their kit sponsor.
Wow, that'd be great.
Then, it's okay, he gave the money back. There's no collusion.
Henrique Araujo has scored a double hat trick in my friendly.
Jesus Christ.
Please intercept the ball.
I-
No, there you go.
Wolfsburg is beating their opponent 13-0, as am I.
Oh, I'm beating a championship club 4-1 from a friendly that the AI scheduled that I didn't notice.
Hoffenheim is pathetic, only up 12-1.
Always the best. Always the best to
Shameful.
notice a friendly and go, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
they scheduled a friendly
alright.
with
Oh.
Rotherham.
Boo!
Well, are Rotherham a championship club
That was a
in
nice half volley.
the
Love the
current
XG
year?
story.
Come
Yes,
on.
they are.
That's just a nicely taken goal.
Come on, boy. What?
He's
But
fucking.
in real life, real life Rotherham managed to stay up, or like they're like on track to stay up, right?
I think he's offside.
Damn.
Currently they are, because it's like Wigan, Huddersfield, and someone else, I think.
Oh dear.
How bad was
Alright,
it?
let's see the lines, Albrecht.
Oh.
Just fractionally offside, as the commentator said.
Yeah, it's Wigan, Huddersfield, and Blackpool are in the relegation spots. Rotherham is in 18th, and they are 8 points above the drop currently.
Lucas
Pausing for
Ambrose
subs.
coming on is coming on. This is how I dropped 2 goals to Paderborn.
Hoffenheim only beat Eppingen 13-1, as compared to Freiburg and Wolfsburg winning their friendlies 14-0 each. Frankfurt stinks.
Oh.
They only won 8-0.
Hey, we ended up scoring 6 goals against Rotherham thanks to late goals from
Has this
Trisselby
ever
and
happened to you
Diaz.
guys?
And my right back's injured. Fuck. Well, he was out for the first league game for suspension anyway.
You got Oh my! Did you get Bochum, Dito?
I'm getting Bochum
Leave them
currently.
destroyed.
All right, you have not finished you've not unbochumed.
I have
Yeah,
not.
you could tie it up easy though. I don't. Oh.
Nope. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that was. I got a goal line technology replay.
On something that was given as like an offside free kick anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, I got him.
Strange, but
It's
Also,
basically
didn't
one
being
guy
anywhere
is
close to the
just
goals,
pulling me
so-
along.
yeah, that's
Shout
one
out
of the
to Javi
weirder goal line
Ontiveros.
goals I've seen, or goal line checks I've seen.
Also, I'm very sad that Suhonen has not gotten his hat trick.
I will point out that while Hoffenheim did concede a goal and score 1 fewer, they didn't have their opponents have a player sent off, which both Freiburg and Wolfsburg did.
This is
Just-
interesting.
okay.
Apparently, when the computer changes my players before games,
Uh-oh.
they can also change penalty takers.
I was expecting the upset at the 2 goals at 93.
Yeah?
How appropriate. I'm
Oh,
getting an
yeah,
ad
here it
for
comes.
Ted Lasso Season 3 on Elbrecht's stream.
Ted Pisso, I'm on.
Oh, if you
This
follow or
guy
sub, you
who
can see my
has
new
Twitch advertisements.
follow and sub notifications that I've set up.
God damn it!
Hey, Vincenzo Grifo. I just sold him to Mainz.
Here, I'll just
Every time this
preview.
happens, I create a new account, like and subscribe to Elbrack, and then unlike and unsubscribe.
Well, then you can see the notifications twice.
Well, Elbrack
I'll just
now
be
has
like-
more trophies than any other manager.
I'm telling
Yep.
you, they have to be
He's
contained.
a title specialist.
And then my test sub. Let's see.
I'm doing the Kubrick face right now.
Is going
Anyway,
with the lead.
it's
No,
time
you
to
should be.
continue. All shall continue, or dismay.
Actually, sorry, I forgot my gimmick. I threw that game so that Elbrack would host Armor Free. You should all thank me.
All shall
Thank you.
continue,
I already have.
or be slain.
Thank
I mean,
you,
if already
thank you,
have, that
everyone.
wasn't a threat at you, was it?
And I just like saying I already have, you know.
You guys ever been to Westerloo?
No?
Probably
Someone here
gonna
browse?
I'm sending a scout to Westerloo.
Says I'm waiting on Jim, but
Yeah, I've been to trials and to accept.
No idea why I won that. I am like literally 11th place team and Mainz is number 1.
Well, you see, it's a funny old game sometimes.
Yeah, you're about to
Oh,
get
woohoo.
relegated, Elbrack.
Signed the guy we were talking about last time because my guy got compared to him.
preview has me finishing 16th, so maybe I won't get relegated.
I believe in you, Albrecht.
Oh, God damn it. Am I starting right back out for 3 to 4 weeks? At least I have 2 others, I guess.
Oh man, my twos lost a game in the 90th minute.
Is this a guy I've taken on contract before?
Jesus Christ.
On trial before, I mean. I can't remember. What the hell? Why not sign him?
I mean, they say that money can be exchanged for goods and services, but in my FM experience, I generally exchange money for bad services. Looking forward to going down.
Man, 2 of the 3 left backs that I signed this year are injured.
Oh, it's that time.
Oh,
Where is it? The left
come
back, so-
sign Thomas 01.
Dude, I might have to. 2 of them have fucking serious injuries. One has a torn hamstring, and another has a fucking hip injury that's reoccurring, and I have to send them to a specialist. Like, what the fuck? What is going on in my training, man?
Well, I've actually been breaking into your training ground and just smashing people with lead pipes.
My
Feels like that.
response to who is that you should not have hired the Baltimore Ravens strength and conditioning team.
Dude, like, I'm saying.
It's okay. He just hired the physio for the team that stabbed a quarterback in the lung.
Oh, wasn't that the Chargers?
I think it was. It was the guy who used to play for the Bills before Allen.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor, right?
Tyrod Taylor, yeah. He just like they were trying to give him an injection and like accidentally punctured his lung.
What the fuck?
Christ.
Yeah,
I would not be happy if that happened to me.
He was not happy about it, shockingly.
Did he sue?
Yeah, can we quit?
I don't remember.
If your
These guys must
employer
read the contract,
punctures your lung, gives you a sucking chest wound, can you quit?
He did sue them apparently.
Good. I hope he rinsed
Back
them.
in the end of 2022. It doesn't say what the outcome was.
Presumably he got it.
One
Presumably
sec.
there was a settlement. 'cause
Everyone
that's the sort
be
of thing where you
cool.
can't just like you can't wave that away.
That staff member's my head physio.
Yeah,
My
he
head
gave him
physio
a
is whoever was prescribing all the Liverpool players asthma medication.
Dude, don't say
So-
that around the Liverpool fan. Good
All
for
right.
you.
gave him a pain-killing injection in his ribs that punctured his lung, and then that made Justin Herbert take over the starting role, which he's held since.
Should sue Justin
Jesus.
too. This sounds like
Collusion.
Black Swan-esque
Yeah,
behavior.
this is a black
It's
swan.
kind of like how Brady got his start because the starter for the Patriots,
Because
Drew
Drew Bledsoe almost
Bledsoe,
got killed.
got like hit by a hit that caused like internal bleeding, and he had to be shipped to the hospital and almost died. And then
Brady spent his
took over
entire
the starting
signing bonus on a bounty on him, by the way.
A bounty?
He
Like
didn't have much of a signing bonus considering he was a 6th round pick before there were like even remotely reasonable rookie contract rules.
It just shows how little it costs to take a life, you know?
My hotshot new striker I bought for like 8 mil pulled a 6.3 during the Super Cup game.
looks like he's shite.
Yeah, you
Yep.
shite. Get rid of him.
Sell him.
Bin.
Piss
I'd
him
like
off. Put him in the 2s. Sell him in the January window. Bye bye.
I'd like to shout out my start where I've scored 3 goals in 2 games.
I mean, that's not the worst.
Are you on your your league now? Or are you still in like early game or?
He just had a match.
Oh,
I've had
No, they're
had
playing real
2
games.
okay.
I've had 2 real matches.
Bro,
Did you draw both of them?
I
I
got
drew one of them. I won the other one 1-0.
Okay.
Marcelo is gonna be my fucking starting left back going into the season. When he's intended to be my fourth. Actually, he's intended never to touch the field. He's so fucking old.
I need to stop waking up 12 hours before this game and start waking up an hour before it.
Interesting.
Do
Just
you have the-
turn your sleep schedule upside down.
Ugh.
I need to stop waking up.
That's called death.
Yeah, that's generally
Not
a bad
necessarily. It could be a coma.
We don't recommend death in this Discord.
Strategically inflicting a coma on myself.
Then sleep is the cousin of death. Has anyone told you this?
Oh man, actually, holy shit! This
I think I learned that in Hades.
So, given that the little death is
Pretty
all
sure in
they
Hades they're
is
brothers.
sleep like the medium death?
No, sleep is it's the cousin of death.
Yeah.
Right. But
Also,
like on the scale between like, orgasm, sleeping, and death.
I'm glad you asked, Rog. I'll explain it in gratuitous deal now. So death, that's the big cum, okay? While
No.
regular cum
No.
is merely
No.
little cum.
Gonna have to cut this audio. And
oh, is this not your personal brand? Is that joke not?
I've done
Lions
this
clip
before.
that.
I guess his
Uh,
personal
so-
brand got broken.
So Holshare's got a pretty cool badge, honestly.
See, now you guys don't get the punchline on that joke. I wasn't even finished.
oh, thank God.
I'm sorry, the
It's fine.
punchline of that joke
I
was
thought
the
being
reaction.
finished was the punchline.
Yeah,
of
the
that
punchline
joke.
of the joke was me muting you, Ito. I've taken your punchline and substituted it. with one of my own.
I see you were carrying water for these big streamers and punishing regular game participants.
No, I
for
was.
just
Whoa,
speaking their
whoa,
mind.
whoa! Don't say big streamers. Say Elbrack by name. Elbrack was the one who was not letting it play out.
Yeah, but you can't say Elbeck by name because he's not a big streamer.
That's true.
Who?
Why did fucking?
Never heard of him, mate.
I don't want to sell Jonas David. I want to play Jonas David.
Right, which means he's one of your better players, which is why other teams want to buy him.
I can't believe they want to buy good players.
Do you guys ever get an offer for a player and you've like never seen them before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
happens to players on my twos sometimes.
I don't know where this guy's from. Because I
You've
thought I
sold
cleaned out my twos.
28,472 season tickets.
24,559.
I didn't.
Thousands.
My season tickets tick would have been fucking like 3 weeks ago. So.
9 trillion tickets.
You can see it in the supporters tab, Karmic, if you want.
It's there. I believe it's also in my club info tab on my skin. Yeah, it was 23,525 season ticket holders. None of you guys are gonna have average attendances.
You sold more season ticket holders than me?
Yeah, Hamburg
is a big club.
Hamburg is a real club, a good
Hamburg
club,
is in a
not
gigantic
just
city.
owned by Volkswagen.
Alright, Hamburg's a fallen giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolfsburg
Hamburg's
is
just
like
been shitty for a long
actually
time.
pretty small in terms of they're like
Germany has a lot of one city or like one team cities basically. Because St. Pauli versus Hamburg. Hamburg is like 10 times the size. of St. Pauli.
The HSV Paderborn has a very funny home away split. The home attendance was 48,288. The away attendance was 989.
Not bad.
I have 14,000 fans on the season ticket waiting list. I guess they only sell like half the
Jordan,
tickets as season tickets.
I appreciate that you're playing friendlies against Holy Cross Crusaders not once but twice.
Yeah, like when I play
Encore
England,
You really need
performance.
to have 4 of them and then have an under 19s game.
When I play in England, I always schedule 2 friendlies a year against the Met Police.
That's the move. That's the move.
Wow, you're donating money to cops, really?
No, they come to us, and people pay us to watch us wreck cops. Yeah. it's
Make
great.
sure you turn on Get Stuck In though.
Well, obviously. Like you know,
You make a
the,
tackle so bad, one of them just like stands up and arrests you.
the pre-match team talk is just a list of their murders this year. Go settle the score, lads.
All right, it's time for me to say what all the most annoying people in Britain say, which is, well, if you consider Oblit, that the police here aren't nearly as bad as the police in the US.
I couldn't care less. All tyrants look the exact fucking same to me.
I would definitely take the
No,
many fewer.
no, we're not debating this. No. All cops are the same. End of debate.
It's like the annoying people who bring up U.S. school shootings whenever you say anything bad about the UK.
Those people are just freaks.
Yeah.
Which is to say they're usually English.
There's a difference.
No.
Well, I mean,
some
it's
non-English
degree of
people can be freaks.
specificity, right? It's like a square rectangle issue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. My first game is this Saturday.
I'm actually a square gatekeeper. I think that if you are at all uneven, you are no longer a square. Or
Well, yes, that's how the definition of a square works.
That is literally.
Big take.
I really
I can
appreciate
stop
how
with my
everyone
joke.
was very quietly sat there and let
Listen,
Verdon finish.
I'm on like
and then as
half my
soon as they finished,
medication.
everyone just started yelling.
I need give me a pass, okay?
Yeah,
I will give you a pass, Verdon, but only to say the F word.
Look, Verdon,
Okay.
I'm just saying I don't think you took the right angle on that question.
Damn!
I have signed Ryan Gravenberch from Bayern Munich
He's good.
for
Congrats,
14
Vince.
million because
That's a
Bayern
bargain.
want to get rid of him for some reason.
What did you
How
get
much
his
salary
salary
did you have
down
to
to
give
in
him?
the end?
120k.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
Who did I,
Fucking-
which of the big German clubs did I sign?
He took a
Jakovic
55,000 per week wage cut to play for me.
Oh, all right. As I look at it now, Wolfsburg bought Pekovic for 1 point. I paid money for it. Not pay money for. I forgot that I paid money for him. I thought I had gotten him on a free. Who was it that I tried? I
Well,
didn't pay money.
I have paid money for someone.
How do you not have position familiarity?
Oh, it was.
I spent all the money very specifically on a Moises Caicedo, and I'm very happy with him.
He spent all the money very specifically on Moises
I'm
Caicedo,
non-washed
right?
up.
Yeah, and non-washed up because he's very good.
Pre-washed.
He did get an assist in the Super Cup, even though it was a very cursed game that was obviously rigged, of course.
Rigged. Oh, it was Julian Rickoff, who I think I signed from one of the big clubs on a free.
Nicely done, Rogue.
Oh, Borussia Dortmund, yeah.
He's
That guy
probably
looks
going to
good.
go out on loan this season if I can find someone who'll take him. But I think he'll be decent in the future. He does give me a little cover at that position if I need to recall him in January.
Apropos of nothing, here is a great picture I found. Great avatar.
That guy's avatar is good. It's from the Squires comic.
Yeah, I know. But it's,
Yeah.
it's the Gagan posting that really sells it.
That's my boy Club.
Gagan posting is a very good joke.
Never let up the
Yeah.
pressure.
Wow, that pass map from Hoffenheim 2 in that game.
That's not Hoffenheim 2's. Look at it. Which one's bolded?
Oh no, but like but from Mannheim.
Did they
Like,
make
that
like
is-
one pass all game? What the
Scroll
fuck?
up. Oh yeah, no, yeah. I don't know. That was at about 30 minutes, to be fair.
Okay.
But yeah, eventually it developed into like a fairly obvious wing play thing. But it took them about 40 minutes to land a meaningful pass.
Does anybody have more than 5 injuries right now?
No, I signed good physios.
I simply didn't sign weaklings.
Yeah, I just
pathetic babies.
Have
I
you
just got
considered?
lucky.
Have you considered who that is your tactics, mate?
That's good.
It is my training actually. Like my
Ooh.
preseason training is insanely
This is
tough.
this is natural.
Affiliate
for
club
preseason training.
verdict, guys.
All right, my team.
What the?
My
this-
team captain. My team
Two
captain.
Belgian teams, two French teams, and a Portuguese team. Fuck off.
Owned.
Ha ha ha. My team captain, not stupid. I was like, I'm not selling good players, and he's like, yeah, no, that's fair. While the rest of the group that showed up with it was like, wait, really? You're just gonna accept I'm not gonna sell good players as being logical? All right.
I'm excited to lose to Ulm somehow.
Yeah, I updated the diamond.
This is your ultimate challenge.
So true. This is my ultimate punishment.
I need to go through my I need to go through and fix my fucking fix all my set piece stuff. Because I went through all of my formation stuff and grabbed the ones that weren't like me doing really dumb bits and renamed all of the ones that I plan on using for things. What the fuck wasn't Joe Scally named the team of the week? That offends me.
I don't like how my team is kind of struggling to get a position of familiarity.
They're doing their individual position training too, right?
Yes.
And they're doing all the match tactics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There are some general trainings that train it as well too, like overall, I think, and a few
Carl,
others.
Do you know who Nusoki has decided to go to?
Who?
Gladbach.
I mean, yeah, they need him. They need him. That's true. Can't say that they don't need him. So.
Oh, I got my draw for the Europa Conference League. Oh, just.
Also, wait a minute.
Fuck.
Gladbach's only paying you fucking 1.1 million.
It's because of how it's done there, right? If you look at the playing monthly and unused monthly fees,
Oh, they're doing.
those go into your transfer budget. Like those are
they're doing
fees rather
monthly
than
stuff
wage
too.
per
All
penalty.
right, yeah.
So it adds up to about, well, it's 1.1 million after 20 games, plus 1 million in 2 installments, plus whatever that comes to, which is probably like what, 300k. So yeah, about 2.5 million-ish.
The other important thing with those fees is that they're monthly, not weekly, so
Indeed.
it's a different scale than the wages. You have to pay attention.
Yeah, it's great having to work with 3 different time frames while negotiating.
Just do the maths in your head. Big bomb, so simple.
Also, doesn't it spits out like the totals stuff.
It does at the bottom when you're negotiating it. It shows
Yeah, when
you
you're
at the bottom
negotiating,
what
I mean.
it will come to. So yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah. When I just need fucking rid of him. All right, he's not good enough.
I need to get out of here. I need to get to the Bundesliga despite my desires to not.
Lol.
So my board predicted I would lose against Ito, right? And
I
now
believe John Bellington snubbed you.
they're rating the match as a B- because I didn't possess the ball enough.
Get good, Lamau.
Despite the fact that you beat the prior league leaders.
Yeah,
league
Should have
winners.
held the ball more.
and they predicted a straight loss. Like they didn't even like hint that maybe we could sneak something out. It's like you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose hard.
I might get to play Lokomotiv Plovdiv in the UEFA European Conference League Path 4th qualifying round.
Goalkeeper injury confirmed.
Good.
Lord Lamau.
Who has a better continue than Brand the Broken?
Everybody. Oh,
Shouts out! I have enough money left in my budget to pay high
I consider.
competition
Oh,
bonuses.
fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna regret this.
I wish I had the money to do this, to go high.
You spent all your money, nerd. That's on you.
I spent all of my money.
I
spent
intentionally
every
was
single fucking
keeping
penny.
like £3 million in the bank just to make sure I had enough.
Transfer budget remaining $69,000.
Nice.
Nice. I've also got $8,000 a week in payroll of budget available. Like, I used up everything.
You did everything you could.
I can't
to
wait
get-
for 2 years from now when multiple financial crises.
Oh yeah, I'm
Everyone-
gonna collapse. I'm gonna finish 14th this year, and then I'm done.
The Bundesliga goes under when it turns out that every club there was falsifying tax returns.
You guys pay taxes?
Taxes?
I actually did not get taxed.
What's a
by
tax?
Yeah, that's a bad sign because that means you've lost money.
That can't be the case because I made a fucking ton of money last year.
Oh, so you
So
actually,
you actually
are.
have committed tax fraud. right?
Okay, so this is just sounding like tax fraud. Yes.
I'm going and seeing if my club paid taxes because I don't remember seeing the email about it.
We're seeing the email about the club paying tax.
Oh no, I paid $10 million in taxes.
I
8 million
paid-
of it last month.
I paid £5.7 million in taxes last year. Mostly on VAT.
This guy want. Oh my god! I promise this guy.
Which-
What the fuck?
I think VAT is charged on transfers, right? So most of this wasn't actually income tax or corporate income tax. Does Germany have a corporate tax that applies to football clubs?
No idea.
So
I do not know
don't
the law.
see anything on that tax sheet that would strike me as being
I think FM takes a fairly simplified view of tax arrangements in general anyway, so I think it's just like a model. I don't-
Question: for a loan, if there's an optional feature fee and also installments, does that mean
It means that if they
installments?
trigger the optional thing, it includes the installments. They're not
Yeah.
paying you the installments for no reason. No.
Okay.
It's part of the transfer deal if they go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Got the Pokal coming up in 3 days, folks.
Yep, I'm
Wait a
excited.
second.
Oh, I should look at who I'm playing. I bet it's
I
gonna
mean,
be
you
horrible.
guys do. I don't.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're the twos.
Rutter's turned down another 7 loan offers. Fucking Christ.
Have you
Right,
tried
okay, fine.
selling him then?
Well, I don't want to sell him because he could. I desperately just want him to play games, so I'm gonna have to just find space for him, or at the very least get him some and see what he does like in
Oh,
January.
you can probably play him in the Pokal.
I mean, yeah, it's just kind of annoying because he's sort of my 5th choice striker.
I mean, I'm playing my 5th choice striker in the Pokal.
It looks like the payments I made
believe
to
will be-
him have been accepted.
The youngest ever player in the Pokal.
Playing Dynamo
Dude, he is like
Dresden.
16 and 20 days or something.
Well, I'm excited for us to simultaneously set the records for youngest and oldest players in the Pokal, Rogue.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get much younger than that because I'm assuming it's like the league and they have to be 16 to play.
Yeah, he turned 16 in July.
Powerful. So anyway, here's the Hoffenheim 2 affiliate scouting report. This group isn't especially blessed with regard to crossing. This isn't the best squad in terms of finishing. This group isn't especially blessed with regard to off-the-ball movement. There sometimes seems to be a disconnect between how much each player is prepared to work for his teammates. There are no players who are ready for the first team.
Sounds good.
Is that a fake continue?
Composure is not one of the team's better collective attributes. There is a clear lack of leadership.
Yeah, I really don't understand why Bayern were willing to sell Gravenberch for so little.
Because they're morons.
I mean, yeah,
This
but
helps.
it's like
You can't tackle.
I don't think that's the reason.
No, it's just because the computer's really, really bad at handling squad sizes and who gets play where. So somebody gets mad, demands a transfer, starts causing trouble, and the team just goes, fuck it, sell him for a big loss.
Yeah.
The guys I'm playing for the Bochum ain't the worst, but they ain't the best either. They're like a number 2 team in Bundesliga 2, like a 12th place.
Bochum getting upset in the first round of the Pokal right after winning it would be very funny.
Well, funny
I
for
encourage you to do
some.
that, Albrecht.
I mean,
No, fun for all. It would be. It would be a
I'd love
very,
it.
like.
I don't get where all this hate's coming from. Just a little Bochum.
It's not hate. I am cheering for Bochum to do well as long as they're the underdogs. But as soon as they
Yeah.
become the overdogs, you know,
Yeah,
gotta
so you,
root
you can't
against
win 2 titles back to back and then complain that you're not being considered the underdog anymore, Albrecht. I'm sorry. Welcome to the big boys table.
Fortunately, I'm safe from this fate.
For now.
I would have been happy with just sitting in the mid
You're gonna be really scary next year, though, Rook.
Yeah, next year I'm gonna be really afraid.
Yo, next year, whoa, what are we gonna
You got some
do?
great potential. Oh my god, once that's come through, oh Jesus.
I'm so
I mean,
glad I
Rogue,
introduced
Rogue
everyone
actually
to me.
does have a
Great
lot of like bargain players.
Mm.
He's
Yeah, you know, that's why I'm so scared of him, or will be next year.
You get some money coming in, you know?
Yeah, next year it's gonna be so. You're gonna
Look,
be so scary. I'm gonna
This is
buy all
gonna
your
be my year.
players.
I'm gonna be fucking dominating the league. We're gonna smash our way into 12th. No one can stop us.
Whoa.
What is,
You know
what
what
is-
pisses me off about the cold? I'm not to go off on a rant here, but
No, go off, King.
Fuck it, might as well.
like,
We've got nothing to
okay,
do to the game.
when it's cold, right? It pisses me off when I try and type, and like I feel like my fingers are like, no, I don't want it. It's cold. I'm like, fuck you. I got shit to do. I'm working here.
Serious question. How many layers are you wearing?
It depends on your view of layers, I guess.
Well,
mean,
for
where's-
context, I'm wearing 3 dressing gowns.
You're wearing 3 dressing gowns.
Yeah, like I have 4 dressing gowns in the flat. They're all of different like thicknesses, so
Mhm.
I've layered them. That's
That's
how I
okay.
survived the winter. Man.
So I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and it's about 5 degrees Celsius out.
I hate
So I am wearing a dressing gown. I'm glad we can agree on this fact. At least.
Haha. Dressing gowns are cool.
Yeah.
My old man
uh,
used to call me Arthur Dent because I was
That's-
always wearing a dressing gown.
I've had many people make money wearing a dressing gown, but those motherfuckers always complain about being cold. So
Yeah, now you
Oh,
see,
it
my
is-
point is, what if you had 2 more dressing gowns and we're also winning those?
I do. Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
go put the
just
other
to be
one. Give me a
clear-
sec. Don't.
you
Yeah,
guys say
Well, it
dressing gown.
is-
You're talking about like a robe, right?
Yeah, like a robe.
Yes. I guess you would
Uh,
call it, I don't know, like a fucking smoking jacket? I don't know what you call these things.
No,
Yeah,
we
it's
we
like
probably
a
just call it a robe.
classy, bathrobe.
So yeah, it is.
Like it's got
It is
sleeves.
it is
Yeah, no.
it is 2 degrees Celsius here.
The-
I am
the
wearing
thing
a
is-
t-shirt and shorts like Rogue. Yeah.
To me, dressing gown makes me think of like a Victorian style dressing gown,
I mean, I would wear one of those if I had it.
like you know, Scrooge in A Christmas Carol or whatever.
All I can say is that my core is very warm.
Okay, I've put on the second dressing gown.
Haha.
But I will say that
Second
doesn't change
dressing
the
gown
fact
is
that
Ito.
what Ito needs is gloves. Ito was
Well,
describing the
you
need
can't
for
type with
gloves.
gloves.
You can get fingerless gloves.
I could get fingerless gloves. That would be fair.
I use
But
those.
honestly, I feel a bit better now. So
It's gonna be
another
very
QCS
good when I.
Step one is always warm your core first in these sorts of situations because it's just the area is cold. You're not like getting wind on you. It's not outdoor
Yeah.
features. So start with the core and work up.
It's gonna be very good when I lose to a 3-Liga team here.
It's gonna be
No.
great when I. I just got the Hamburger SV3's scouting affiliate report.
Lol.
The
Also,
fucking
in my
Fucking
writing, I did
class.
just get use out of the phrase "Dojin ugly bastards," so it's going well.
Well,
the Hamburg division logo is pretty good.
I wonder what you gotta do to max out team cohesion or even get it close to like halfway
So
build.
the thing
Like a
is,
5-game winning
Elbrock,
streak will do it.
have you ever done like
Or
a lower
cohesion.
league, like a lower league manager
Yeah,
run?
he did Joker for a while, didn't he?
Because if you do that and you like, if you only buy like 2 or 3 players a season and you just keep going and you do your like preseason properly every time, you will eventually end up in a situation where you have superb team cohesion and you're literally like unstoppable. You're like the scariest team possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like cohesion
Also,
at
like
that level
playing
is
the
not-
same team week over week and getting team bonding and stuff in helps as well.
It's crazy how much of an impact it has. If you
Yeah.
do that and you have a very very good team, that's how people get those seasons where they don't lose. Like
Yeah, I did low level games, but I did like I started semi pros, and that's
yeah, semi pro is a lot of churn. It's like when you get
Yeah.
like a. It's like if you take over like a League 2 team. Generally, you start off as one of them, and then you get like the free promotions, and then when you're in the Premier League, you'll have like superb cohesion, and you'll be extremely scary.
Well, you start as one of the you start as like the one of the professional conference national teams.
Oh, yeah, you could do that too.
I mean,
So
you
can-
typically
so
do.
you can still be getting real contracts with people, but you've got even worse opponents.
You typically do buy a lot of players the season you go up to the Prem, though, so you get that 100 million upfront.
That is true. I mean, some clubs you don't get much of it though. To be honest,
Oh, yeah, you also might sit on that for.
I've gotten promoted to the Prem and gotten like 10, 15 million transfer budget and been like, oh.
Yeah.
I guess
Also,
we're
if you
looking
do it
forward to
too
parachute
quickly,
pay.
you might not have the rep to get really good players. That's kind of what happened to me.
That can't happen to you, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, late in the Darlington LP, when I was in the Championship and in the Premier League, I couldn't sign anyone. I was like, holy shit. I was like signing like the best League 2 players.
I remember that
I was
period
like,
where like you would just be in a voice call going, "I can't sign anybody."
Yeah, I spent like 16 hours doing shot signings at one point.
Lol.
It did work though.
I did an entire press conference and still got my continue before the turn happens.
Impressive.
Well, by definition, Vernon, the turn doesn't happen until you hit continue. So good job.
Oh.
Yeah, Verdun executed, banned from the game.
Pretty sure Verdun got executed for that square comment early.
Mainz is interested.
I'm not. That's a
Socially
fake
executed
story.
anyway.
He's not,
they
he's
got
not even on my shortlist. He's not even on my shortlist. He doesn't exist to me. Also, he's 29. I'm not buying the
They got-
29.
He's 20. Yeah, I mean that's the main reason why.
My game against the semi-pro team will capture the imagination.
Hey, how old is John Hendry?
The real player?
Yes, those
Like
the
60?
All right. You know what? I'm gonna let him get unsettled. Fuck it. See what happens.
Okay.
Damn, he's getting 25k a week for you. That is not chump change.
Well, that's a problem. Do
For
I...
a Bundesliga 2 team anyway.
All right. Well, luckily I actually have I've got replacements for him lined up, so I can just do this with impunity. So I can then do the bit. My guy, they didn't offer you enough money. They didn't offer enough money for you.
I mean, you should be able to tell him that if he gets to the actual discussion with you.
Cool, I can ask my board for more money.
Oh, his asking price is really good. Let's see if I can't drag it up.
He will probably not be happy about that.
Oh no, the secret is that you get a couple of these.
And And it does piss him off when you.
All right. Well, whatever happens, this is. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the reaction was. It might be bad based
I
on
think
this.
he agreed to it because it was an up arrow.
Because welcome to where we're trapped. By the way.
Yeah, we might need a force continue here.
What's going on?
He's stuck in a negotiation.
Do you
No.
want me to
No. I can't. I could get out of it, but it was. Let me see if this promise happened.
Okay.
I hope it did. It didn't. That's fucked.
Unfortunate.
He didn't agree.
Yeah, I don't think it's really generally worth floating crazy numbers out there for a guy like that.
So, in our last match, the Holy Cross Crusaders had a home attendance of 9,000 people. How many people do you think came to watch Wolfburg?
I'm guessing 10.
3,500.
All of
I'm guessing 4 people.
5.
I mean, that's like, oh, we're in Canada anyways, and hey, our team is playing.
Also, this was an away fixture?
I actually am
Looting.
not sure. I should probably check
Canada
that.
to play the Holy Cross Crusaders.
You flew across the Atlantic.
That's fucked up.
If that was a home game,
Augsburg takeover on the rocks. Discussion regarding the Augsburg takeover are rumored to be going badly.
Lol. Your mother approaches first VFL Wolfsburg game.
excuse me, what you say?
That's well.
You heard me.
Looking at the match stats.
I'm enjoying the pronoun choice as well.
Oh,
This will be your mother's 25th game in football, and as he takes on a new challenge.
the Revs have a new coach, Mark Dos Santos.
In game or?
Yeah, in game.
I was gonna say I hadn't heard of Bruce getting fired in real life. I think the Revs actually won their first 2 games.
I think the New England Revs should appoint Steve Bruce as their manager.
I mean,
7.87.
he'd probably be an improvement over most American coaches. That's the sad thing.
Oh damn, nice. I'm at a 7.7 as well.
You see, my trick is I only announce it when it's
7.75.
higher than Habeas's. Well, not literally always, to maintain a level of uncertainty, but that's kind of my rule.
You got to be at least competitive, you know.
Not.
Took me a long time last season to actually get my training rating up well. Good. Like, I wasn't in the 8s until pretty late in the year.
I'm kind
Same
of
with it.
curious as to what the training rating actually like mechanically means.
I think it's
mean,
just an
but-
average of everyone's rating or whatever.
I mean, I think he's
Right,
talking
like,
given the individual
does it
ratings and what
does
they're displaying.
10 mean that you've like gained the maximum amount of CA that you could in that period or whatever?
That's
like,
how I read it, yeah. Or at the very least, you like, if there's a modifier roll, that it's being rolled against training rating. You know, like,
Yeah.
oh, how much are you improving multiplied by your training rating or something. But I don't know.
Like I'm just curious as to what the actual like mechanical impact of it is.
I mean, it's probably one of those ones that literally nobody knows. Or the one guy who knows is under an NDA.
Oblit and Verdun. And Uhu.
Shit,
I
thank
wonder
you.
why it is. Sometimes I see a 16 or 17-year-olds trained real well. Then I look at their stats and they all pointing down because they reduced instead of went up.
That
It's just chance-based about development.
if they
Like, it's
Their
the
training
long-term
really-
trend that you matter about. Those
But
down
yeah.
arrows
Well, I
don't
think
necessarily
what-
mean it's done anything actually down. Like, that could be described
That's
as like
not
a
true.
0.01 fall.
So the down arrows mean it's gone down at least a centipoint, because the attributes are actually out of 100, not 20, and you divide by 5 and
Hope
round.
Day.
Hooray.
I pray for all of your successes and that we never meet.
Oh, so you're praying for your own loss then?
Please.
No, that our successes do not meet him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, if you're praying for our successes, but that we never meet,
Well,
that means you're saying you want to lose in the first round so that everyone else fights it out themselves.
no. I'm giving a positive outlook for this first round, and then the next round, I want y'all to be kicked out. Thank you.
All right, that's I believe that more than just generic positivity.
I'm doing the quadruple this season. I don't really care what you guys think.
Bowman is upset that he is not starting. It's a fucking cup game, you clown. Why? You can't be confused about that. Like, come on.
We've been playing 2 friendlies every single week. How are you lacking match fitness?
Were they injured?
Did they actually
No.
play?
Yeah, did
I
they
actually
they-
play in the friendlies.
Well, if they don't have match sharpness,
Your
then I
mistake
kind of
for
assume they
assuming.
didn't actually. Or at least
Playing
not
in this
enough
match
of
is
them.
actually real.
Well, wow, apparently my whole team is really happy that I'm starting Buffon for some reason.
Powerful.
Because
I
it's
like 'em.
fucking cool. Like,
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. Well,
like-
also he instantly became a team leader as soon as he joined the team, and
Yeah.
he's like
I mean,
has
he is
20
Gianluigi
leadership.
Buffon.
So
I mean-
yeah, I guess he's probably already immediately beloved by the dressing room.
I mean, it is your first cup game. He should be playing, right?
I mean, there's not going to be a
Waiting
better
on the
opportunity.
Super Cup
Exactly.
pair, Elbrack, Uhu.
there would be if you
That's
got
not
the
the Super
asterisk
Cup,
at
actually,
Expo
that's
call.
Sorry, I can't. I have to interrupt. I just thought of a funny joke about the Senti attributes. Look at the Senti attributes appear and disappear.
It's a callback joke.
I don't get
You're
it.
welcome, everyone.
Uhu thinking right now about whether he should pick players for this team.
I am indeed.
He has to manage
It
injury.
would be a very powerful decision not to send
Leave my
anyone
Manu
out.
who alone. I'm
I mean, I
waving
have
a
to
knife
assume
around
that
right
he's
now.
starting from scratch, you know?
Just so you know, my formation's weak to not sending anyone out to play.
Wait, are you two playing?
Seems that the only winning move is not to play.
No, none of us are playing each other.
You're gonna send out your team's 11 biggest fans.
I don't think
sure
any of
that
us
Wolfsburg
could
has
play
that
each other
band.
except for Karmic could play one of us, I think.
That's how Karmic must
Oh.
win, is so that he can play us in the next round and knock one of us out. So
Oh,
I can
thought
have
there was
a big
literally
meltdown.
no seeding in this. Is there some kind of
No,
seeding?
there is seeding. I don't think Bundesliga teams can play each
Oh,
other in
that's,
the next
that's good
round.
to know because I've literally written that there's no seeding in the Let's Play. I should probably fix that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how the seeding works, but yeah, Bundesliga teams don't seem to be able to play each other.
There is inexplicable. There might. You should change it to be. There might be seeding. There might not be seeding. It is unknown.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, Kevin
if
Trapp is mad.
like if you look for the first round, the away team for every single game is either a
that.
Bundesliga or Bundesliga 2 team.
That I know is because the home advantage always goes to the team lower in the pyramid.
Yes, true, but I mean, the odds that none of those matchups would be 2 teams from lower divisions, you know, or 2 teams from the Bundesliga facing each other or whatever.
Oh yeah, I did watch the draw for this. They have a whole like weird
Okay, so
high production
apparently
value draw thing for this cup.
we couldn't get paired against Karmic, I think, because I believe he was in the top 14 of the Bundesliga 2 last season.
Okay.
I just
so
scored a
that's-
goal from a long throw.
Yeah,
Nice.
because I got like a.
I nearly did from a long throw.
Long throws are cool. I'm saying it.
Do you have someone with the long throw trait?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
my
are good if you have a long thrower. They are not good if you don't, is my experience.
my goalkeeper has uses long throws for counterattacks.
Like, no matter what the... Yeah, but that's not throw-ins.
That's a completely different thing.
Oh, sorry.
no matter what the long throw's attribute is, you need the trait to actually be successful. Is my experience.
Oh, the
I
long
found-
flat throw thing.
I found that 18 long throws was enough for me to get some good value out of a guy making long throws.
I don't understand
Also,
exactly how it works.
Luca Pfeiffer
Everybody
having
be
a-
quiet. It's very important. Ulm have a Chinese goalkeeper who is like 2 stars. He's on loan
How
from
the fuck
Bayern.
did they afford him?
He's on loan from Bayern.
He's on loan. I've discovered him. Someone needs to get him. I
Someone
don't care
needs
how
to-
you do it.
Someone
I'll
needs
just
to
add
get
him
this
to my
Chinese
short
goalkeeper.
list
Is
of
he
Chinese.
a new gen or?
No, he's a
real person?
real player.
Cool.
Yeah, fun fact: Chinese players are actually like Z1 did a test of like how countries generate players with like 150 PA or higher, and China generated very few, but it had the most expensive ones in the world, more expensive than England.
Lol. I think that might be a function of their league rules, inflating the value of national youth.
Oh my
That's
god.
exactly what it is. I had a
Certainly for
legitimate
Chinese
world-class Chinese goalie like 3 FMs ago, and he'd get sold every offseason to a different Chinese club for like $80 million because it was the best thing that any Chinese club could use their money on.
Because they have the rule that you need a Chinese goalkeeper. Yeah.
I'm so glad
Man,
both
I
my
have
inside
5
forwards have
yellows.
Curl's wall.
Why the fuck why is this game stopped at 8 minutes at the 9th minute?
That's unclear.
This game has been insanely boring so far. There's been like one highlight.
My team has not managed to score against a Bundesliga 3 team yet. I'm starting to get concerned.
Excuse me, that's Die Dritten Liga.
My opponent in the regional liga had a person sent off at 41 minutes. I would be very upset if I lose.
I'm so excited for you to lose.
I want to see this fucking striker I spent so much money on actually score a goal.
I mean, you know they need time, right? Like, it's very rare that player just walks in and is perfect.
If it were me, I'd be perfect.
That's true. I should hire you. We need to. One of us needs to become a scout and start putting in our, everyone in the map room Discord into FM.
I mean, it would not be that difficult for like a mod to knock up like 6 to 10 players. It's not that difficult.
I respect all those people who snuck their friends into FM as players.
The ones that did it and made them like world-class wonder kids are especially best.
Truly.
I have more respect for the ones who put their friends in as total waste men, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it was like that.
That's funnier, but
It was a Mexican or Portuguese group that did that with a bunch of their friends and just made them like mid-level players.
hey, I'd like to shout out to Luca Pfeiffer, who's got a brace in 10 minutes.
Shouts out.
That is good.
Be cool if my team would like do anything.
Same.
Seems a bit aspirational.
Well, I got a goal off of a free kick, so I feel good about the work I did on my set pieces.
I have not put many of my shots on target. Oh, they finally got a shot. It had a value of 0.00 XG.
Fourth penalty? Fourth penalty in a row.
Oh, sorry, what?
He means he's had penalties in 4 games,
Yeah.
including his single player
All right,
games.
that's
Not that
Yes,
he got
slightly
4
less ridiculous than how I read that.
completely unrelated Scottish Highland League. I am 4 straight games with a penalty.
I mean, it's a dirty game, you know. You gotta remember that the primary sport up there is hurling. Don't know if
But,
you're
like,
familiar with hurling.
But now it's come to Germany.
Aye. Yeah. No, hurling's great.
But no.
So cross meets hockey meets rugby.
This does mean, by the way, that Luca Pfeiffer has a hat trick.
Yep.
Nice.
He almost got his 4th. He almost got a 4th goal off a header.
Jesus, I fall off the post there.
And a goal off a corner as well. Feeling good about my set pieces. Feeling less good about the rest of my tactic, but
Oh wow, Karanashi did the fucking
Luda Pfeiffer's also my set piece
Yes,
guy.
Grisoldi.
the throw.
Congratulations to
Let's go.
Soldi.
He did the throw into the counterattack into the goal. Pretty cool.
That is good. That is
Off
good
of
and
a
cool.
ridiculous Martin Batterina through ball from like half field.
All right, I like Grabara, my Polish goalkeeper.
You know, the funny thing is, I convinced Kevin Trapp to accept being a backup, but he's still mad that he didn't start this game.
Because it's the cup game, and that's actually the one he now expects to start, perhaps.
Ah,
It's part,
So
I mean, it's
it
not
goes.
officially cup goalkeeper, but I think that's kind of like, goalkeepers who are backups expect to get those kinds of games.
Is cup
Yeah.
goalkeeper above or below backup?
I
Actually,
think it's
it's
above.
above. It's
Oh,
actually
did
you
above.
fuck that?
Yeah.
Stand
Up
corrected.
is the next one beneath regular start.
Oh, Jorginho scored. Oh no, it was quite offside. Oh no,
The thing
he's
is,
still shit.
Karanashi is also a backup technically. I have no listed first choice guy. I was gonna try to do this by committee, but maybe I can't
What?
do that now.
big fan of Camille Grabara. He's having a
Okay,
good
we
game.
squeaked a
Coco
win
gets his
against
first
the 3
goal.
Bundesliga team by scoring in the 88th minute.
All wins are good wins.
Time to sub off the two guys who are kind of hurting right now.
I only scored 2 goals, but I only allowed 1 shot, so.
Oh my fucking god.
That's the way it goes some days.
You not get subs in extra time?
What are
I don't
these?
think that's not a universal rule. Some leagues will give you an extra sub when extra time comes in, but it isn't.
Also, I
everywhere.
gotta
Look
say,
higher.
I'd like to say this. Shouts out to the
Why
shouts out
is
to the
this
Scotland mod I
happening?
found, which very specifically, the Scotland mod makes it so that you have 5 subs from you got 5 from 7
Aye.
in the Scottish Highland League, which means that it is in fact inherently better than playing in England.
I am
And then there's the
incredibly
sub rules.
pissed at every single player on Wolfsburg right now.
Ah, good.
Wait, did you get eliminated?
Welcome back, the orb.
Oh my god. We're
They are
losing to a
down 1-0
semi-pro
to
team.
Griefswald off of a penalty in the 80th minute.
They're a
Oh,
semi-pro
Lord.
team.
That's a limit.
Oh, Lord.
That's
I'm
The
psyched to take the
magic
Wolfsburg
of the
job, though.
poke call, baby.
taking Luca Pfeiffer off to get the applause, and then just replacing my tired wingbacks.
Slim, are you about to lose on pens? You
It's
appear
very
to be heading
possible.
into the zone.
Oh my god.
Oh no, they're gonna score from a corner or something. It's gonna be crazy.
No, so you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose straight up. All right, fair.
They're going to be dancing in the streets of Welshire tonight.
Hey Rogue, some good news. I crushed Stuttgarter kickers for you.
Nice, let's go. I did that if I crushed them last season, I mean I scored like a corner kick goal in like the 80th minute.
It's that emotional
Oh.
kick, so that'll do.
Buffon lost the clean sheet off a corner.
Yeah, you're going to discover there is one clear issue with Buffon, which is that he can't actually move. If he's not in the
Right.
right place when the ball is struck, he's not getting it.
The sad thing is, he actually was in the
I
right
made it.
place this time, and he just missed or something. I don't
I
know.
like to think, I don't know if anybody's
understand
read
what
Terry Pratchett.
That's
fucking
the
is
result
wrong
of
with
the-
these people.
That's the result of the Joe Wumley animations upgrade, Visk.
Which Terry Pratchett was that?
I forget,
over-
it's a recurring character.
Oh, there
It's
we
like,
go.
Like old Conan the
Easy
Barbarian.
120
Oh
minutes.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes,
Conan
yes,
the
yes.
Barbarian's yeah.
friends. So I'm reminded of how like he describes Conan the Barbarian there, just like always just being in the right place but not visibly moving. That's what Buffon needs to be.
I did
like
like Hendry's goal there of just being the only player who jumped.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I'm impressed by Jim getting
I
that
am-
extra 30 minutes
I am
of workout.
fucking furious right now. That was a fucking semi-pro team. They have zero excuse for playing that.
I mean that's
fucking
correct.
badly.
They have no excuse other than no,
Jim has
bad management?
escaped, it looks like.
I don't know
120th.
why they're fucking playing like that shit.
Lamau.
No,
I'll
I'm,
say.
Tho-
I'm
those
genuinely
guys-
asking,
Your
why are
tactics,
they...
mate.
Thank you.
I
thank
don't
you
know
for the
what it
tactics,
would
Nick.
be about my tactics that's causing them to lose them.
Well,
It's
maybe.
actually more likely your motivation. The speech shit that you
It's a
do
fair
before the
point.
game.
Oh my god, that would be the stupidest shit.
Like players do go into games like that
Are we all done?
somewhat complacent. And no, just
No.
we're waiting on you, Jim.
And
Also,
Frank
you
Clark
were
Farmer
you were
for
not
5
waiting on
minutes.
Jim because the time stream stopped for me for like 5 minutes.
I'm still in a game. I
I'm
have
unable
like
to-
2
Yeah,
of
we're
them.
waiting on Uhu.
Yeah, Ohu is taking half an hour to take care of Dazendor.
My full extra
Forced to
time
continue any second
was no
now.
faster.
I love that 120-minute goal. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's just like you were toying with the whole game.
Yep. Well, Stuttgart needed until the 88th minute to get their goal over Essen.
Yeah, we got it done in regular time, thank you.
Imagine struggling against a semi-pro team.
Essen is a pro team. They're in the third Bundesliga.
I'm not talking about you.
I gotta say that was smooth. That was some smooth sailing. I had a very good time going to wherever the fuck this is.
I mean, you did have the advantage of having Stuttgart legend Luca Pfeiffer on your squad.
Yeah, no,
Ooh,
Luca
how is your
Pfeiffer.
game not over?
Luca Pfeiffer did
Oh,
some
there it is. Just
really
looked over.
good shit. And also,
How many of his
Continue,
goals were?
Continue.
Trying to
How many of
continue.
his goals were headers?
none of them actually.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because he
Alright,
scored
good
a pen.
first game of the year, everyone.
He scored a pen, and then his first one was like a scrummy sort of like because I have low crosses because I normally don't expect my fucking my guys to
I
be
mean,
big.
Luca
on the
Pfeiffer
front.
is actually like a substantial aerial threat
Yeah.
for the quality of the Bundesliga too. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's incredible. If I had gotten any corners, he would have gotten that. But the first ball was like fizzed low by Joe Scally into the box, and then Luca Pfeiffer kicked it in. Second one also kicked in. The third was a penalty.
I was a little disappointed that I got 15 corners and did not really threaten from any of them.
Shouldn't have sold Luca Pfeiffer.
Luca Pfeiffer would not have been on the pitch
You-
for me.
Really, he wouldn't have been. You got
Luca
like, that
Pfeiffer
many-
would be like my 5th choice striker.
I guess yeah. If he's your EV, like so the response is yes. You do have four. You do have 4 other options.
I mean, Ivanason, Tresoldi, Nizola, and Fagir are all better than him, and I'd rather play Lemke than him. So
And I definitely believed you. I
Fuck
was
yeah.
just like, I was very
Bazunu.
specifically like,
Bazunu has been attracting the interest of clubs such as beaten Champions League finalists Eintracht Frankfurt.
yeah.
Fuck off.
I'm telling you, just delete his.
This
You know what?
continues.
Actually, let's make it better. Delete everybody's short lists.
I'll survive.
Yeah, that was the secret of.
I mean, I have all my shortlists saved, so I can just
Yeah.
put them back.
So,
Unfortunately, yeah.
save the game, delete the short lists, and then kick anybody who just uploads their short list again.
How am I supposed to detect that, though?
Well,
if they-
fuck, you
if
see
they-
a
if they-
player's match
If the
history.
short
Turn
list
into our-
exists
Take
again,
over our team and yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll
Your
just
stats
do
probably.
surveys, shall I?
Yeah, just randomly log on to everyone's team while you've got the save. Just delete all of your players off their shortlist, and then move on with your life.
To be honest,
hang
I'm
on,
not
let me
sure I'm
go
doing
set
that.
a password on my account and then forget it so that I need to join as another club.
Sounds good.
you know that's fair. That's fair, bro. I deserve.
Griefswald cause Pokal first round support.
I mean, that is a surprise.
That is a first round shock.
Fucking hate this. Why? Oh,
No, I won't.
Also, yeah,
okay, yeah. I
Lemke
don't
is
know
now the
why they
youngest
have
player.
fucking match fitness, and I don't know why they don't have fucking why they haven't been getting fucking positional familiarity. They've been playing in friendlies. I've checked them.
Not to rub it in, but Griefswald did lose twice to my twos team last year.
I mean, that is
Yeah.
relevant,
Oh my
but it's also.
That is-
Lemke
that
is
is
the
our-
youngest player in the history of the Pokal.
I
Let's
just
go.
don't know what went fucking wrong.
I mean,
Doesn't
like,
it say
honest
when
answer,
your team
Verdant.
play bad?
Sometimes your team just plays like shit, and there's no actual reason for it, and you just roll
Oh.
badly, and that's it.
I mean, you
Like,
lost. They played
That
bad.
does sometimes just happen. It also happens in real life.
And if you ever say anything in the
I fucking know. I've been playing this game for like a fucking year.
Okay,
Like
so
if you like when you were doing your conference, like if they ever ask you, it's like, do you feel good matched up against a semi-pro team or something like that? If you don't basically say we think they're going to kick our ass, that gives you it seems to give you, at least in my experience, a huge malice. And like, because I did that last year, and I escaped by the skin of my teeth against a semi-pro team.
Veteran Buffon breaks oldest ever player records.
yes, we just had the oldest and youngest players in the history of the football play.
Powerful.
Yeah, I need to go through and find everyone.
Lol.
Did they actually get bad match ratings, or?
Hertha Berlin's previous oldest player was Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Was your team dominated by Greifswald? Your defenders have the highest match ratings.
The Virgin VfL Wolfsburg versus the Chad Greifswald.
I mean, that also just mean that the attackers like took a lot of shots that missed.
No, it's because it's the game says it's because of them that they missed. That's why they give them the rating, or they're winning like headers or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, what was the XG? I know XG is fake, but
I'm not answering that question.
Who do you think had the higher XG? Who the fuck do you think?
Greifswald, because they got a pen.
Here's your problem. The Mecha was bad. You didn't sub him off.
Who was?
Your striker.
I did send them off like halfway through.
Oh. Let me look again. Oh, you know what else it is? It's a home team advantage for the German minors. You did not sub him off. He's on past halftime. It's Lucas Lemecha.
I swear to God, I subbed him off.
Maybe you subbed him off, but didn't sub anyone else on. And that's why you lost.
Rookie mistake.
Coach staring hard at his team, trying to count to 11.
Oh, the fucking actual season starts this coming week.
It's match week 3 is on Saturday. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The greatest
The
league in the
transfer window
world.
closes in like very soon, right? It's like not this week, but the week after.
I'm gonna
Check the scouting page. It'll tell you.
I was wondering where Yassine Adli was because I was like, oh, where is he? Did he get hurt and I didn't notice? And both he and my vice captain are both suspended for the first game.
Yeah, there's 18 days left in the window.
Oh my God, this fucking...
A reminder, I have my 2 stupid Conference League games coming up in the 2 Wednesdays that are here, so I don't think we're going to reach the end of the
That's good because I suddenly have 8 million euros in the transfer budget and
Oh, you made the big sale?
Oy vey.
not even. I made a couple all right sales, but I guess that has turned into having a big sale.
Fair enough.
I don't know where this money came from, I'll be honest.
Suspicious.
Ooh, Freiburg and Hoffenheim will be
but
hell
unlike the rest of you, I've got 36 million in the bank, and
More than I
I
have,
just
Frederick.
make money. This club just prints money. We're a giant club that can survive being in the Bundesliga too.
Do you think none of us have 36 million in the bank?
He's richer than me.
Having 36 million in bank in the Bundesliga 2 is pretty impressive.
I mean, the Bundesliga 2 is impressive, yeah, but
That's the point he was making.
I've got 50 million.
Oh, yeah, there was
pounds in the bank.
I
Yeah, I got
definitely
42
did
million
sub
euro.
off Lucas Nemencha. There's a striker on the bench who got playing time.
It
Like,
says,
yeah, an actual-
right there, Lucas Lemecha got a yellow in the second half.
I subbed him off during the second half.
Oh, you let him play too long. He was shite.
He probably
I
had like
usually
he
don't
probably had
sub
like a
my
6.5 at halftime, and unlike the psychopath that is me, immediately going, I must sub him off then.
Maybe I should name Sol Bamba my captain.
You should.
Nah, no, I'm not
My name's Zlatan.
he's too busy captaining the twos.
Okay, fair. I can't wait to see if this streak continues and I just accrue penalties drawn in until Monday.
Love to offer a quarter, like a fifth of $1,000,000, and then put a buyback clause for $9,000,000.
Checks out to me. All right, Borussia Dortmund's got money. Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich is like survived. Yeah.
Oh,
Bayern
cool!
Munich-
Lucas Dementia gets immediately injured after that game.
Based on how he plays, it's probably not a big deal.
He's literally my best striker.
That's
know,
why Homer
thinking
Simpson
about
lighting
how
his,
he
his
shit in your last
cereal
game.
on fire.
For Karmic's benefit, Homer Simpson is the buffoonish main character of The Simpsons.
Never heard of it.
He's he's like the whatchamacallit?
He's like Qui-Gon Jinn.
the Peter Griffin of
Yeah, he's like Peter.
No,
I would say
don't
Peter
do
Griffin's
that.
kind of based on Homer. He's kind of an inversion of Homer in that Peter is quite malevolent, while Homer Simpson, he starts off as a doting but well-meaning father who merely fails at everything.
Yeah, he
But then
abuses
as
kids.
the Simpson goes on, he actually
Please shut
morphs
up.
into a kind of malevolent character. Okay.
Just
Interesting.
shut up.
Anyway, anyone want to hear about my regens?
No.
Should I talk about them in detail instead?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
could
I would
continue,
actually
but-
prefer that.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Raja
Vernon-
Nangolan is suspended for the next match.
Owned.
What has he done? He hasn't fucking played.
He accumulated a yellow or red card suspension at the end of last season.
He wasn't on my
just signed
team.
it.
It doesn't
Yeah, that's
matter.
actually,
If he was
Yeah,
playing for a
it
different
carries over.
team, it carries over.
It's also
Yeah,
remembered. If you leave the country and come back, no matter how many years after, you still have to serve. out
Yeah.
any time.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
I had that happen
Yeah.
once in France. I signed someone who hadn't played in France in like 6 years or something.
He was in
And he was
Belgium.
suspended for the first match.
I've also like signed people, and then like 2 seasons later, we get to Europe, and then I discovered they're suspended for 3 games in the UEFA or UEFA competitions. You're like, fuck.
Really
Oh.
ought to be clearer on the scouting records, but there is a bit in some displays that shows. Any
I really
bans
like
that
the
they have
You're
accrued.
just like arriving, going, wait a minute, really? God damn it!
Suspended for 3 games in competitions is like
That's a
war
straight
criminal
red.
shit.
Yeah.
That's like a
That's
violent
a straight
combat
red, and then
red.
you like also tack on some games on top of it for like,
No,
how shit
no,
bad it
the
was.
amount you get depends on what the red was for. Like, getting a violent conduct red is worse than getting a, like, second yellow for a tactical foul or taking your shirt off or whatever.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. It's war crimes.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Interpol is here for Raja Nangolan.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
He slid in on somebody 15 years ago.
Well, that just goes to show, you can't run from the law.
That's wonderful.
Oh, that's so funny.
So fucking mad.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
Theo Vallis has the most interesting, like the most interesting accomplished positional chart. Left back, left midfield, central midfield, defensive midfield.
That is a pretty weird one.
Wait, would his cards from the fucking regional
I don't
league,
think it's you.
will that
Oh, is
carry
it?
over?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, dude,
probably.
he played in one regional league game and had 7 fouls. So I assume he got carded. Yeah, he got a red as well. That's funny as hell.
You can't hide from the law.
Yeah, Karmic, I'm a fan of Lemke's position, which is natural at striker, accomplished at central midfield and right attacking midfield, and then like orange at central attacking midfield.
Pretty good. Also, holy shit, these fucking this center back squad, Oblit.
I know, right? I just saw how that all worked out, and I was like, oh.
You just got a squad.
We call them the 6'4" gang.
Be right back.
Also, the
I want to point out those aren't the only centre backs I have who are 6'4".
yeah, well, I mean that's the secret
In
is
fact, all of my centre backs are 6'4", except for Sol Bamba,
you can
who is 6'3".
you can lose your hops. You can't lose being 6'4".
I'll be a
If you
second.
get
I'm just
old enough, you get
sending a new
sprinkler.
signing on a course. Okay.
We're not playing 72-year-olds.
Not yet.
Man, I only got 2 center backs that are.
Can't wait
6'4".
for Zlatan to play until he's 60.
It used to make me laugh when you'd see photos of Bill Russell, age 74 or whatever, who's listed at 6'9" when he played, and then the NBA players who were listed at 7'1" are demonstrably shorter than him. It's fantastic.
Also, I just realized that if I ever get to the final of the Pokal, it's a home game for me.
Boo!
Ah, that
Boo
hurt the
this,
crimes.
man.
That's cheating.
Yeah,
Obvious cheating.
get that shit out of here.
You should be forced to go to the away locker room.
What's the closest team to Wembley?
I mean, any of the London teams?
Yeah, but there'll be one.
Of the London teams.
I couldn't tell you where Wembley actually is.
Yeah.
So, it's
No,
not-
it might be-
I don't
it
really
might
have a
actually
case
be
to be told,
Chelsea.
you know?
Okay, I'll try to figure it out. Google Maps.
It's the Wembley Football Club.
Northwest.
Ah. I mean, Wembley FC is shoo-ins for the FA Cup.
Yeah, but in terms of actual answers, apparently it's Fulham.
Oh.
Quite a larf watching Wembley Football Club play in that tiny little tennis stadium.
And the real funny club is like Bournemouth, which is in the Premier League with a like 12,000 person stadium.
Bunch of plastics.
Apparently my stadium is big enough that all the season ticket holders have seats and everyone else is standing in the grass.
Bournemouth have
Also,
such a good atmosphere. Like when I watched their game with City, they were rocking the stands despite being the smallest stand in the the country or whatever. Premier League.
Well, in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Nah, smallest in the country, mate, definitely.
Like
Armit or not?
who's
Hades,
like
you have a game
who's like
today, right?
powerfully plastic?
That's
I
a
do.
great
I have
game.
my games start next week.
Right, that's
Okay.
good enough.
I do not
God
have a
damn it.
game today.
Good.
Hoping to take the
Oh.
chance to like step away for 2 minutes.
Ooh.
I guess I'll just set it to fucking holiday until.
We won't go
Friday.
to the game without you. Don't worry.
God, like
Brighton are trying to sign Evan Ndika.
I don't think he'll even go.
Right, you're in the
rejected it.
championship in this right now. Like,
They were
Yeah.
offering me a $62 million deal.
Jesus Christ, English football is fucked up.
It is. It's the actual Super League.
Well, I think I played perfectly fine. You lost to a semi-pro club.
Yeah, no, really, there should be something for like when you lose to a semi-pro
Cthulhu,
club.
you gotta hit continue. You're not even young.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
I'm gonna be
Just
really
force
mad.
continue me.
if you're not playing, you carry holders up.
Yeah, sorry, there we go. Oh, it's during a job interview. So.
Ridiculous.
Where were you
Welcome
doing a
back.
job interview, Cthulhu?
I mean, you understand that you can still only play in Germany, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
He's gonna
Where
find.
were you doing a job interview, Cthulhu?
He's looking for the finest
The German
semi-pro
national
team in
team.
Germany.
I mean, if he wants to play the German national team from absence, that kind of works actually, because it doesn't matter. if he's
That
not
would
there.
be quite funny. Why can't I go on holiday? Go on holiday.
Because you're unemployed. You're always on holiday.
Workaholic. No, you can't. go on holiday
Radamel
when you're unemployed.
Falcao injured
There
by
you go.
Nangolin in training.
Ah.
Facial laceration.
I'm gonna cut you, motherfucker.
He fucking
This
busted him
feels
in
like
the
an
jaw.
old headline, actually.
Injured by pangolin in training.
That's my club captain. Falcao probably told him to stop smoking, and he busted him in the jaw.
Cthulhu, you seem to be the
Oh.
favorite for a Brazilian club.
Cthulhu. What you doing, buddy? Sorry, I had to stop to look into this crime.
Friendlies Day, and I think Habeas is European.
No, not my European. My European game is the 23rd and the 30th.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I'm favorite for 2 Brazilian jobs and Schalke 2s, but the Schalke 2s don't seem to want to actually offer me an interview. I don't know why.
No matter.
Jim, this is
Presumably
your
because
moment.
I'm in Schalke, and I think I might have control over
You do.
the
That
team
would make sense.
management.
So yeah, I mean, like, if you want him, I can move him there with the editor, but otherwise, I don't think that's
Yeah,
worth
that's
your
like-
while.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No.
I just did apply for the job because it was funny. On the Schalke one.
It's weird. I know in single player you can apply for B in 2 teams, and it goes through a normal
Hmm.
process. So I guess it is just giving it to the player, which makes sense.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I've said it
makes sense to
specifically.
play one.
Love these Wednesday ticks.
Really hate the like fake not continues. Where it like kicks you to the screen for 3 seconds and then goes back to the continue.
I agree.
Dukla Plovdiv lost. Or Lokomotiv Plovdiv. Sorry, I have to play Servette.
Right, this youth prospect decided to go to Denmark instead of Scotland.
Understandable, frankly.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true.
Fucking bigots.
I mean, it's only because Scotland is in the UK still. If Scotland was not in the UK, then
Wow.
Bro, the power of the friendlies manager is inconceivable. I
Congrats
put a
on
guy
the-
off of my subs list. Like I put him like
Speaking of
unavailable or
Scotland,
whatever.
Congrats on the double hat trick, Barthoz. I hope you do the same at Leverkusen for fucking once.
Lucas Tussar, my vice captain, is currently wanted by 2 teams, Celtic and Rangers.
Oh dear.
That's not a transfer.
Just so you know, if you sell him, the Rangers were enemies now. Just so we're clear.
What if I sell him for more than he's worth?
I mean, it's Rangers. They're obviously going to pay more than he's worth.
Right, so then I'm fleecing them.
But what if they sell him
I'm
for
not
more than he's worth,
currently
but he's
planning on
also a
selling
good
him.
player?
I mean, yeah. I bought several Rangers players last game. Most notably, legend Yanis Hadji,
Yeah, but you didn't buy Leon King.
because he was shite.
He was really good in FM21.
Have you bought that
Shite in 23 though.
that one kid from Celtic?
Well, Mackenzie Cars.
Nah.
Abada?
The El Abada? 'Cause
Abada,
I think he
yeah.
went somewhere else.
Abada is a bit old for me. He's a good kid. He's a bit old for me. I mean, I suppose I could have two Israelis at the club.
No, he's still on Celtic. There was transfer rumors from this summer, I guess. None of them
Napoli
actually
were
went
gonna go for him. I think Celtic rejected it or something.
through. Maybe
I mean,
he
Celtic are
contributed.
always financially comfortable. They don't really need to sell unless the player wants to go. So often the player does want to go, given the status of the Scottish leagues. Speaking of that, Celtic are eyeing up several of my players. They want Maxime Lopez.
Helbrack Verdun.
It's kind of
Where
weird
is
players
the
want to
playing
move
time?
from.
Where's the what is the agreed upon playing time thing for your squad thing under?
What's the thing in the
Happiness.
thing?
Okay.
If you mean for an individual player and you want to change it, it's under happiness.
I'm gonna say it. Mainz is a dumb logo.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
What is this hippie bullshit?
Apparently, it's like fullbacks get several week injuries month.
Haha,
So-
you see, just don't have fullbacks. Bing bong.
I passed.
Well,
Well,
the good
it's
news
better
in
than
this
them
case-
getting several strong injuries, to be fair.
And the good news in this case is that it was my backup and not my starter.
Yeah, I lost both of my backups.
How come Mainz's logo history only goes back to 1982?
Yeah, what was their logo in 1981? Suspicious.
Walker got a red card in a friendly?
It's because the 1982 is the year they became a semi-professional team. Before that, there were some kick around side.
Huh.
Alright, it's time to face.
To bloodshed.
They were playing in like
Field,
Division
field.
6 or something at that point. Something happened in the 70s, so like they were in the second Bundesliga or whatever the fuck it was called. But the team collapsed or whatever, so they reconstituted in.
They got very political in the 70s, Kavula Dreams.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
I had more squad players than I thought. so I'm
Politically
quite happy
active in the
about this, actually.
1970s. What's that? What is? Where was that from?
I'll DM you.
Yeah.
It's not for public discussion.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to remember, like, because I remember like the context for it.
Anybody else getting 229 euros from solidarity fees?
No.
Not current.
Isn't that for a transfer?
Yes.
Must not have been a very big transfer.
Ah, yes.
It's,
Thank you. Thank you.
9,000k or 9k transfer.
I knew that that's.
Oh,
What I
for
knew that,
fuck's sake! My other left back just went out for a month.
oh no.
Bro,
Hey,
left
would you
backs
like
are
to
fucking-
sign Thomas Owen?
I'm just like literally having the same fucking injury crisis again, and my best midfielder's hurt too. Okay, what are we doing here?
Mine are still missing for 2 months. Could be worse.
I'm marveling at the squad planner suddenly working now.
$8.08. 808s and heartbreak.
7.72.
I didn't get a training week in review yet.
That's because there was no training.
Yeah, I now
You
have
scheduled training, but no one
5
actually showed
injured
up.
first teamers.
My lowest training person keeps giving me shit when I tell them that they're training bad.
Are they below a 6.5?
6.35.
That's an attitude problem.
Did you do it 3 weeks in a row?
Oh yeah, that must. I think that is it.
Yeah, that
They will
effect
get
expires
pissed
a lot
off if you do
quicker.
it 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 16-year-old
Get off my
personality is
back.
casual.
Rombar.
Casual's a very
Casual's,
bad
yeah.
personality. That means they have low professionalism.
Filthy casual.
And professionalism is... Everybody should have low professionalism. Professionalization of football is a bad thing, etc., etc.
So he's
Return
a
to amateur.
6-year-old striker with strength 2, jumping reach 5.
Why is
He's a
he in your first
6-year-old.
team?
That would explain why he's so casual. That's it.
He's a youngster. He's in my under 19s.
I mean, I'll be real with you. Like a 16-year-old with casual, I'd bin him right up front.
I
Doesn't-
don't.
no other
I
detail
wouldn't even
matters.
bother looking at what my under 19s training is like.
Also, that I'm doing that, and I'm cursed.
Oh,
Although I do
it's-
have a running bit where I praise random players from the twos now, just to just
Keep them on their toes.
yeah, just occasionally I show up.
I think I got.
Like,
I think I got all these
time.
because I set the
We
under 19 training
should we grab
schedules
a
and then
save
their
right
individual
now?
positions.
Because we're at. Oh, never mind. this
because
is still
you
not
said
at
it so
the-
that you are the
Never
one
mind.
operating the training for them?
And
Yeah, you don't need to bother with that, right? You really, really don't. It can help, but it's not worth it. Yeah, at the time, in the situation that we're in. If you really got specific young players you want to make great, you either send them out on loan somewhere or you bring them into your first team and handle their training from there.
yeah, this is the first bunch of new players we got in March were kind of shit for me.
I mean, that's life.
That's life.
Should be better next
Would
time.
anybody like to guess the value of Gavin Bazunu?
$45 billion.
$62 million.
And this is of course
77 to 98 million euro.
Oh.
$2.5
on my
dollars.
first list.
How much is Diogo Costa worth? This
Not quite that much.
It's weird because I think he's better than Bazunu. Quite a bit.
Yeah, but Bazunu is Irish, so he has inflated value to like English.
That's fair.
To
whatever.
me.
Also, value is like fucking impossible to understand why it is what it is.
It's all made up and
sometimes.
the points don't matter.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Exactly. That's exactly true.
I wish I understood value. It's
Look, nobody understands value, not even in reality. That's what
See
makes
also
football-
Chelsea.
Yeah, nobody except Chelsea's director of football.
There's a guy doing like a very long-term save in Hungary where he's trying to make a Hungary like a big team, and like you'd expect that like he's doing well in Champions League every year, so you expect his values to go up, and like 2 out of 3 years they do, and then some years he just gets like a 30% haircut applied to the value of every player in the team.
That's
You're like,
all
what
I'm
the
taking the
absolute
cut, mate.
fuck?
Yeah, I saw someone talk about a similar thing with like an
That's-
Ireland nation building thing where they just couldn't get their values up, or sometimes they'd randomly spike and then go back down.
Are all those countries
Yeah.
using euro?
Yeah.
Yeah, the game doesn't model currency differences though, so yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Does this feel laggier to you guys today?
It's feeling it to me, and to be honest, I
Yeah.
think the issue is on my end.
Yeah.
Like, I have been
Okay.
thinking about this. Like, I've got my... And the CPU is definitely suffering. Like, I'm gonna have to take the fucking thing apart. But it's been long overdue.
Should have did that.
We were talking about this in France.
I
Host,
know.
host a game on a free Oracle server or something.
I mean, if I had the money, I would literally just throw this thing up on, like, a permanent shitty server. So that it's, like, always up. Do
I
it
feel like
Dominion
that would
style.
be. You'd end up with like too many accidental continues.
No, because
The
what you do
way-
is you create
Yeah.
an extra guy, a fictional
Yeah.
manager who doesn't exist, who just sits there and never hits continue.
All right.
So,
Right,
yeah,
and then
you
when you
don't
play
really
a session, you
continue.
put them on
And then
holiday.
you put them on holiday when you
Exactly.
arrive, you put them on holiday. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
Yeah.
the only thing
Yeah.
like I've been thinking about it, obviously, it's like I want to build a home server anyway for my own reasons. So if I do that, I would probably
you got an
add
you got
that
an
element. It's not
yeah,
worth
you-
running a machine on its own for that purpose. But
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we can also put the armor server on there. Haha.
Yeah.
I mean, the older I get, the more and more I want to just like silo these things in house, you know, rather than relying on like fucking corporal cloud shit.
Yeah.
Game
No.
day, game day.
Yeah. No. And that means you agree, right? That means you agree with what Ito said.
What did he say?
I said, great, we can throw the armor server on there.
I mean, in all honesty, if it wasn't that much of an issue, probably yeah. If we had a server, that would be what it was for.
All right, you heard the man.
Speaking of Visk, I might be leaving the Civ 6 game our way this weekend.
Oh,
We're
fair
not
enough.
on by then already.
Disgusting.
I mean, I think I'm pretty irrelevant to it already, but like,
I did see a bit of the outcomes of the game in the MP chat.
That's always a good sign.
short version, Visk is a lot better at it than anyone else who is still in the game. So
Yeah.
the only player
So
I think
you need
who's
a grand
comparably good
coalition.
to him is
No,
Ethan,
he's-
who
It's
Uh,
Civ.
Ethan decided to launch a all-in war on like turn 30 and lost, and then immediately quit the game.
To be honest, I was just really proud to see Zanny actually doing something aggressive. Even I
Zanny
did
was the
that-
defender in that war.
Well, yeah, but she did the forward settling, is what I read.
Uh,
I remember because the last time I played her in EU4, she was absolutely enraged that I expanded up to her board.
it was more that like they were so close together that anyone who settled that could have been arguably forward settling.
Yeah. I mean, I know the kind. So you know what I mean. Like,
And
it's-
also,
it makes you
Ethan
a
had
little more direct.
insane amounts of land in the other direction that he chose to ignore in favor of all-in warring for it. So that was quite funny.
I mean, the two of them and me, we all spawned like really close together on the same continent, whereas there was another continent that had 2 people on it total.
This is why you just do Pangea.
Also, Lama, how's it going over there?
Sorry. They love screwing with my.
Yeah, I didn't even do anything this week. I
No,
swear to
it's
God.
not you. It's the computer. It just loves deciding that it's going to start 8 new.
Do you think it is a setting somewhere on my end? Because I could take a look. I'll maybe rummage during the week just in case. But yeah, I mean, it might just be weird.
I mean, you can check, but I don't think it's you. I think it's just that it just doesn't know what to do with
I think
twos in
two's
Germany.
management is just kind of fucked.
Well,
Who's
the thing is,
managing?
I've managed twos in Spain before, where it's actually like in the regular database, and it works a whole lot better than it does here.
Yeah, maybe it's a DB issue then. Don't know.
My guess is that it's a combination of the database having problems because the twos aren't like fully implemented with the intention of playing them.
Yeah.
I just want to
and
say,
then-
my team was motivated Before I said a fucking word. I don't know what you did last year, but I guess I hate you.
Slim, don't beat me. If you beat me, I'll be sad.
You're gonna ban me from the arm again? You need the players.
No, I could not ban you from the arm again.
I need to
Slim
see-
yelling out, "You need me!"
Ito does need bodies for that Arma game.
Yes! Nazola breaking his ridiculous length of time without a goal that predates him joining the club.
Oh, you signed Pfeffer. Yeah, good shout.
He's very good.
Right, let's see.
rainy
Can
day in
Moises
Hanover.
Caicedo single-handedly win a game?
I hope so.
Can he break through the Schalke wall?
Katarina should have scored that.
Which side is he on? I think he's on.
Okay.
Yeah, we might have thugged out the corners this year.
Can you get a shot in my keeper that only has 12 aerial reach?
You've injured one of my players already. Successful.
Really? 'Cause I don't. That's his problem, dude. I don't tell people to.
Both of us flashing our set piece guns.
He was Italian, so he's just weak. Do you like the long throw?
I love those goals where it's not like the guy kicks the ball, he just runs into it just by accident and then goes in the goal.
How do you not score that? Trisoldi, come on.
Who's that for? This is a bad highlight.
Oh, that fucking ball
That's
plays.
overload right there.
Trisoldi should have like a hat trick already.
Bro.
Jesus
That's a 17-year-old.
Why didn't Burkhead just score?
I'd like to point out 7 of who's players with the box at that goal.
Bro. What is he doing? How did he not score either of those?
Oh, what was that?
Are you kidding?
What was any of that?
I don't know what. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, built. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
off. Hacks.
Dude, Yusufu is cool.
He seems
Hacks.
Is he as cool as that though?
That has to be pretty
No
close. Oh
highlight.
no, okay.
No, it is miles off, but it's also hacks.
I thought Singo played him in.
Nah, apparently not.
Also, shouts out! I got a shot that hit the woodwork. That I just didn't get a highlight for because, of course, it was a shot that hit the woodwork. Why would I see that?
Yeah.
Those are incredibly normal. I will say,
Jesus Christ. That was...
Ambrose had two direct free kicks. Didn't convert either of them.
Sell him.
I'm in one of those games where I'm up by a goal, but I should be up by like 2 or 3, and I'm now terrified that I'm gonna throw it away.
I'm in one of those games where I'm losing to Dortmund and I'm not happy about it.
I think this might be the Dortmund revenge game. Or revenge tour.
Man, we're getting.
We're having a fucking wrestling match, Ito.
it's the stacked midfield on both sides is like.
I'm gonna say,
Oh,
why in
fuck's
fuck
sakes.
did your guy keep that in?
How
I
did
don't
that
know.
fucking score?
What the fuck was that?
Brilliant up until the finish.
That's because the fullback trying to smash one in because they're
Like
mad at my
Kramaric.
striker now because he missed 2 good chances.
Oh,
That is such fucking bullshit.
Lucky.
You should
Does he
never
have full
score
match
from that
fitness?
angle.
does he have full match fitness, Kramaric?
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
No, he can't touch it. If you're wondering why he didn't go for the rebound.
No,
He
no, I was
can't.
thinking he missed. Oh shit. He hit the post. I was figuring that he wasn't fully match fit. Maybe.
There
No,
we go,
it's just-
Batterino.
Just on tilt, I guess. Damn. It's alright, you're winning on XG.
I mean,
No, we're not anymore. No.
being born in 91, that's like being 45 by now.
Oh, fuck off.
How do
You-
my
you
guys
got
get
2 with
mad?
1 there.
They have a 2-goal lead. I praise them, and they got pissed. What the fuck is this?
I'm shooting from the hip, Slim, you know? I'm just blasted.
Remember the fans? Only player who responds is a guy I just signed as a free agent. All right. If y'all could have to play this
fuck.
way, I'm fine with it. Just shutting the game down. Keep on
My
shutting it down,
Loney scored
fellas.
against me.
Why is Yusufu so crazy? Did you see that?
He's not like hyper aggressive or anything. Yeah, he's got very low or like normalized mentals.
Hmm.
He's just, you know what? It's his first senior game.
Yes.
He's just excited.
Soldy making up for his misses.
Come on, guys.
Oh, the fucking vision on that.
Dude, Casado is so good. He's actually insane. It's a shame about everyone around him being away.
Yeah, what if Mainz ever won?
None of them have ever done
Whoa!
anything. Oh my god, dude. By the way, Slim, this is exactly what the Ellerbach game looked like. It was just like this happening to me.
Oh,
I can't believe my midfielder
My
just scored
God.
a goal. dude.
So Espria just scored a goal on a corner and had it ruled off for handball on VAR. I have not seen that before in 23.
Alright, Slim, I've replaced my striker. You should be afraid of Nelson.
It says he's even lower rated.
Yeah, but he's not on a
Maybe right.
6.2 this game so far, so maybe he'll just do something, you know?
Ah, it
Yeah,
hasn't updated.
the real secret is that
It's
put your
traditional for
sub
it to
down.
3-0 at the start of the year.
oh, but how do you
Oh
like
my
my
God.
Thank God
my
he's
route one fuck building from the back?
No, I mean,
heaven trap, hit the ball.
I've figured out what's letting you in, which is the annoying thing, 'cause I don't have a great solution, and it's a bit late for one.
My subs aren't going through. I'm just running everyone ragged. Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah.
The old concede a goal, no further highlights. Oh, beautiful.
Look how small you are compared to me.
And that
I'm
was
like those giant Buddha statues, but like a real person.
Oh God, that was a
That was
fucking.
such a cursed game we just played, Slim. I had so many
I
highlights
fucking-
where I
I'm
should have scored.
so
and then you
mad about that
simply
goal. I am
Smash one in.
fucking.
Yeah, I think
so
if I didn't
mad.
have the first senior game for a youth keeper buff, you might have scored. There's no reason Yusufu is doing that stuff, you know?
He's just going crazy on me.
He's good. I like him.
That I'm just fucking pissed about this.
It was Ito. No hard feelings. You were playing a 4-3-3. I had to do it to you.
But like, it's not the formation's fault. It doesn't make any sense.
I think what you're saying is you deserve it.
fuck. I don't have a left back. God damn it, man.
Signed Thomas Olan.
I had a left back, but I fucked up. I didn't switch Marcelo, so he fucking played in a
What?
choose match instead of being on the bench for this.
Oh, thank God.
Lamau.
Leverkusen players are insanely offside all the time. Like, this guy just ran up straight to my fucking goalkeeper and thought he could score it.
Cecil's been teaching them hockey rules.
Oh my God.
The hockey offside is so funny.
All right, that's a
The
good
hockey
first
offside is
game,
completely
guys.
unlike football offside.
That's why it's funny.
Whereas you're allowed to just be the forward standing directly in front of the keeper, just like sticking your ass in his face. There was I think he was a Slovakian guy who played for Boston that just like did that. His thing was being 6'8" or whatever. And just,
Oh yeah,
Chara?
that
You
was
talking about
Samuel
Chara?
Chara.
yeah, Chara, yeah.
He didn't really like he would do that on.
He was also good at other
outside.
stuff. He was also good at
He
other
was a very good defender.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcos Leonardo, thank you.
But he did stick his ass in the face of the goalkeepers.
Yeah.
That's to be said.
Yeah.
Guys, I think Heidenheim might be shit.
What are you saying? I loaned them Mohamed Damar.
I had a second goal against me called off by VAR, thankfully. Which
I need to go back into the recording and look at
Oh,
that.
Like,
'cause
I
there was
should have won that game like 6-1.
Querfeld getting his wages.
one of the fucking Leverkusen players did something absolutely psychotic near the end. That was
That
like,
was also a penalty.
what were you
I
doing?
thought that was about to be.
He literally ran straight into the
Jesus.
goalkeeper's
Unclear why we
post.
let Magno make that run, but okay.
If you would have made that, that would have been insane.
Well, at least I didn't lose.
A draw against Dortmund's not the end of the world.
Yeah. I mean, I was at home. Kind of felt like I should be able to win at home, but
Elio's having a fucking game.
Nizola had a great game. He had a goal and an assist.
Elio
Asprilla had
has
two
no
assists.
goals, but he has 3 assists. Which, for a striker, not bad.
Anyway,
Grisoldi
I'm saying
should
it.
have had 4
Hacks.
goals that game. Had 1.
Hacks. Cheating
Sl-
hacks.
Slim definitely
Too
hacked.
sharp.
He
Okay.
it's time to continue.
he scored a 34-year-old Mexican guy just scored a worldie on me and won the game. He had aimbot on. I saw it. It wasn't a natural strike.
My 34-year-old Mexican owns. Look at
His
stats.
foot wasn't in a natural
His
position.
stats do not own. He does not look good.
Okay, do we think we have time to get to the Wednesday game?
I believe.
I think so.
I believe, yeah.
I'm gonna actively sabotage just getting to the Wednesday game now because I'm pissed.
Excited to force Holiday Ito.
You'd really do that?
Yes. Like, I'm sorry, have we not met?
Depends on your definition of meat, really.
You know what I would do.
All right, so we managed to beat one of the worst teams in the league at home, which, you know, really makes me think this is going to be a successful season. Which I guess is better than not beating one of the worst teams in the league.
Have any of us ever fucked it in the second half of the season?
Yeah.
Me last year?
Many of you have. Remember the year I
Yeah.
won the first year?
And the
When
really
Vernon
nice...
lost their 5 games in a row from first place.
You gotta be
Oh,
shitting,
yeah.
man. Marcelo fucking injured himself.
So, Nizola, who I signed this offseason, had 16 hours of competitive soccer
Oh.
without scoring prior to this game.
Leopold Querfeld had a debut to remember. He has been attracting the interest of clubs such as beaten Champions League finalist Eintracht Frankfurt in recent times. Ooh, I swear to God, good fucking name.
Why the fuck do my scouts have an assignment to watch fucking Odin Holm? I'm canceling that.
That's unclear.
I think it's because he was on loan to me and someone got confused.
Possible. Maybe he ended up on a short list.
Like, I'm not signing him from
Maybe you make me an offer and I'll hear it out, but aye, I figured.
It's okay, everyone. My next game is real easy. I just have to beat those losers Colne.
Me calling Cecil a piece of shit
Oh,
in the
that
interview
actually-
doesn't
how
get
did-
picked.
How did Colm do?
How was that call? How was that offside call controversial?
6-0. Double hat trick for Adam Armstrong.
They lost
Colne
1-0
lost
to
1-0.
Gladbach in the big derby.
Oh, it was the big derby. That is the big derby too.
I told the press that I hated Cecil, and then like the press runs with the headline about me not responding to a question about VAR.
VAR is the more important storyline this year.
Not the press.
Well, that was a good season. Good luck next season. I look forward to my time in the Champions League.
I agree with this proposal.
How old is Thomas Wodgen?
He's at 27, 28.
Yeah, I'm against this season-ending policy.
Yeah, same.
Oh, he's
I'm
26.
pro.
Actually. He's 26.
No, it's debatable for me, but I think I'm pro. You know, I feel like I'd be okay.
And, ooh, tell you what, I'll take you on your first offer, your initial offer for him.
I'm
The
loving
thing
increasing
is,
desperation. of
I
this
I would need him to be like emergency fucking backup because I have 3 guys who, when they're not hurt, are gonna be ahead of him.
A reminder that I do have a Wednesday game.
Well, yeah,
That's
That's
long
what we're
term
trying to get
injuries.
to.
Yeah, if we can
We'll
somehow
either,
get
we'll
that
either,
out of
two
we
of
can
them
either
are.
play it or we'll get to, the bit where you would kick it off tomorrow. One or the other.
You're gonna play old Marcelo? Old Marcelo is ahead of a guy who's like not 34 or whatever.
I mean, honestly, old Marcelo was not ahead of him, but the other 2 are gonna come back. They're not out for the season, you know. Just missing these opening weeks, opening month, really.
All right then.
If he was old, I could sign him and get him to agree to be a backup.
I forgot to
But
stop.
he's young.
I forgot to tell Thiago to stop coming deep to get ball.
Yeah, you can try and unteach people, but it's hard.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing that.
Usually the coach is like, "What? Why would you do that?" Make a big deal about it. So you're like jackasses.
I mean, they will
Oh, where
generally
is,
support it if it's a trait that conflicts with like what
It's
their
a
position
movement.
is. Whatever.
Where is comes deep to get ball list
It's
under?
movement.
Okay. Thank you.
So we're not getting to Wednesday then.
Well, the Wednesday game isn't a league game, so it wouldn't affect the table.
Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah, that is true.
Transfer deadline's Thursday.
Not getting to next Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah, this
transfer
rate we're not
deadline
getting to
is
Wednesday.
not next Thursday. That's the meeting you get about the transfer deadline coming up.
Oh yeah.
Where they
The
talk
transfer
about what they
deadline
want to
ends
get done.
in like
Everyone needs to continue.
11 days.
I'm gonna try and get business done on the Wednesday game.
Have any of you poached an MLS player and then gotten offers for a loan back from their old club?
Yeah.
American
Yeah,
clubs love to offer deals for American players.
All the South Americans that I bought, all of their clubs wanted their guys back on loan, and I told them no.
I actually do like loan backs for like prospect players, but obviously not if I'm buying them to be in the first team. Because it means they don't have to deal with adaptability at all. Like they're just staying at the same club.
Yeah,
it can be good for them.
And
They
like
still
they were
play.
usually playing for that club, so
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look who I've got on Saturday.
Who?
This is a certain.
I just don't like
Yes.
loan backs at 18.
European competitor. Hey, remember to go all in on this game. Thanks.
Oh, I'm actually going to be playing as good a team as I can, basically, because I have to get to the. I will have riots if my players don't actually get to play in Europe that much.
No matter.
Oh, 759 more season tickets sold than last season.
I sold 38 more than last season.
Well, that's because you don't get the cup games as part of the season ticket package.
True, they didn't expect it.
Well, no. Very specifically, because you don't get it. You're not selling as many season tickets. It's like, we'll just buy the cup matches because we know you're going to do well in the cup.
So my under 19s just
We got
won
the draw.
6-4.
Yeah,
Right, I'm
draw.
a
They
draw all
can't
teams.
defend. They rely on the poor defense.
goddamn it, I got Gladbach.
Hey,
I got-
hey,
I
I'll
I got
brag.
Gladbach
Oh, I've got
away.
Leipzig.
No, brag.
I
This is
got,
what happened last year. This is
Hello.
fixed.
I got Hanover. I got fucking Hanover. Damn it.
Well, you
I
can
got
have your
Freiburg
revenge now.
promoted Heidenheim.
Hanover's a good draw for you.
Wait a
They're one of the
second.
weaker Bundesliga teams.
What the fuck? My under 19s team just
Yes,
grabbed
yes.
like
One of the weaker Bundesliga teams. That's a good draw for me. The Bundesliga 2 team.
relatively
Well,
speaking.
My
considering
under
what other
19
teams are
team
in the pot,
grabbed
yes.
half of my first team for this under 19s match.
Yeah, you got to be careful of that because that's what
Yeah.
happened to me
Always
in
check
my
this.
last fucking game, and
The
it
pot
screwed me with
isn't
Marcelo.
like it's only the second round. It's not like it's incredible. It's not like the pot is only
Yeah, but
Bundesliga
almost
teams.
all the Bundesliga teams, with one notable exception, won their first round match. So
Exactly. So it's like that's not that many teams.
But does the second round have more dumb seeding rules like the first round does?
I mean,
No.
there are only
Okay.
32 teams left in the competition, and
17 of them are Bundesliga teams.
I
yeah.
don't see any amateurs except for Greifswald. We're playing Cologne.
Greifswald, the people's champions.
Wait,
I
how
If they
think
beat
that
Cologne, are they a
honestly,
real competitor?
Hanover is probably like about average strength for teams left in the competition, considering the
How do you
number
make a
of two
player
Bundesliga
unavailable for your under 19s? Because I don't see the option.
you select the availability they have again. So if they were available indefinitely for 90 minutes, you select available indefinitely for 90 minutes again, and it'll cancel it.
Oh, I did not know that. I assumed you had to do it through the email.
No. Have you done
Things
that?
you
Vern?
learn.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I always do the email.
Are you done that, Vernon? Have you finished?
No.
I didn't know you could do it.
Flavor,
via
you're the one
email.
we're waiting on.
Yeah, I'm not hitting continue because
Oh.
I assume Verdun is doing that.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood you.
Rogue providing the public service of did you know?
I'm gonna hit continue. It's been long enough.
Okay.
Murata to Juve again?
Yeah.
He's back, and he is still not very good.
Murata not as good as Sebastian Polter.
Murata not as good as Chuba Akpom.
Sebastian Polter fucking terrifies me. After that game we had last year, Slim.
He's if he bothers, he's very good. Luckily, I guess he's consistent. But he's such a little
yeah,
prissy
maybe,
pants.
Spria made the team of the week. Nice.
That's Yusufu's on the team of the week,
Let it be known, okay? People were talking shit about me. They were saying I should be fighting in the media. I'm not gonna say name names. It was Cthulhu Dreams. But they don't say if the keeper has a worldie, what can you do? Okay.
Wait, what? This player isn't available for the.
Wait, are
under
you
19s.
starting Yusufa?
He
He's
is
your
now.
starting keeper?
I have to. My starting keeper's injured. He has like a broken back.
Oh.
You
Dude,
should
that's
have logged
amazing.
on specifically to fuck me, and not in the way I
mean,
would like.
If you want to do a loan deal for like Muller, I would
Carnacci.
consider it
Who's
because
better than that?
Did you
I
just
will
give
also consider
Karnaseki's
that.
name Karanachi?
yeah,
Jesus Christ. I thought Rogue was bad.
Like Gorlami, you know?
thanks, Fisk. But yeah, I would be willing to send Muller out on loan, or Simon if you prefer a youth keeper. But
No.
Damn.
I think Jim actually has the
Just
deepest.
Play Podlek.
Like
Yeah.
Jim
I
had like
rate
five-star goalkeepers.
Yeah, I really rate Podlech. Like, I'm hoping that Jim has a financial collapse so that I can lift him for a reasonable sum. But probably not.
Why are you not playing Karnaseki?
I still have Kevin Trapp, who's the old warhorse.
Yeah.
yeah, he
More
decided
reliable.
to spend like €7.5 million on a player to be his backup keeper and
Well, I
not
mean, no,
play.
it makes sense
It
if
was
you're doing
very
a
funny.
transition. Like I'm doing it. You know, like Bauman's my first choice, but only for this year, and I'm gonna phase Bazunu in over the year because he is the long-term replacement, but you know, he doesn't have to be the immediate one. Gives him more time to
Honestly-
like, get bedded in and gel before I rely on him.
My philosophy on keepers is always just to buy an old man for $2 million.
I mean, it's often
I usually don't go for young keepers at all.
only if
developing
they're
a young
already
keeper
good
is a
enough to
pain.
play. Only if they're good enough to play already. Yeah.
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 I do
I
not
mean,
bother trying to develop keepers in that sense.
That's-
I mean, that's why I was trying to buy
what I did.
Karnasekia or Caprila,
Yeah.
because they are young, but they are good enough to start for me. They're
Such
comparable
keepers
to
are
Norway.
like gold dust. I agree.
Yeah, it's
Force
why I
continue
bought
Cthulhu.
my keeper. He's 23, but
Why
he's
is
pretty good.
Cthulhu holding us up? He's not fucking playing.
Which is
right
why
now.
I'm
He's so
surprised
good.
no
He
one else
actually
went in
is.
for Diego Costa.
Who is he playing now?
Cthulhu is
Also
here to
collector.
apply to every job except the ones he's actually allowed to take.
I mean, you know, like you can't hold us up to do this, Cthulhu. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
no,
to
no,
you.
go. I'm going as fast as I can. I'll literally.
It doesn't
quickly
matter
as
if
fast
you're
as I
going
can.
as fast as you can. Like, you
No,
guys-
okay, I'll go back on holiday. Yep, sounds good. Done. Put me on holiday.
Like, I just want to see if I can get to start this game.
Yeah, go. Put me on holiday.
Before
Seriously,
the-
I'm putting myself on holiday. Done. Go. I'm on holiday. You gold.
Avius, are you gonna stream?
Oh yeah, I can share my screen.
But yeah, I'm speaking of keepers. I'm happy to have gotten Diogo Costa because he's just going to be my keeper for this entire save. I think.
I mean, he's young with potential and is also just like one of the better goalkeepers in the
I
world.
can't
Before,
I think you vastly overpaid for him. You could have bought Salvatore Sirigu much better for fucking $3 million.
Who?
And Salvatore Sirigu. Salvatore Sirigu.
He is. Yeah, no, I just didn't hear you. I know who Sirigu is, but mm,
Oh, is it
Okay.
game
You
time?
like inconsistent.
so yeah. Explain
yeah, it
to
is
me
game
how a
Everybody shut up. Is it game time?
It should be.
how is a
The
36-year-old
next tick should
going
be.
to be my keeper for the rest of the save?
How is an
Keepers last
untested
forever.
youth keeper going to be your keeper for the rest of the save? Huh?
Diogo Costa is not an untested youth keeper. He's the keeper of the Portuguese national team.
When are you on the game tick? Havis?
Yes, I'm on the tactical meeting now.
Like I paid 44 million for Costa because he's already really good and he will only get better for the entire time that we're playing this. Because I assume we're probably not going to go. How many seasons did you guys get to in France?
7.
Like
Seven?
6?
100.
We finished.
I mean,
season
he's
7.
also just like straight up a better player by a substantial margin.
I am happy with this match engine, so I'm happy with going forever.
Waiting on Cthulhu.
I don't
As
feel
I
like
recall-
upgrading to FM.
Oh, shit, sorry.
24.
Well, I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But as long as
Yeah.
we're all happy playing the game, there is no reason to.
I
stop
thought you
other
didn't
than
have to wait for me. Yeah,
technicals.
I'll just go back on holiday. Sorry.
But what
It'll
if they
probably be
add?
decided by like
Done.
save decay.
That's what.
Alright,
happens
now
when
teams
we're
are warming up.
So
It's still warming up.
I'm
Okay, cool.
expecting no more than 10 seasons, but I would be delighted to be wrong.
But what if
But
they
yeah,
add?
I would
like-
go for 200 seasons.
To
4
answer your
points of
question of this,
Excel,
not-
3 points of agility, 3 points of pace, like 3 points of composure. Like,
it's not that Costa is a bad keeper. It's more that
Well, I know he's
paying
not-
$44 million for him when there's much cheaper serviceable people is more efficient, in my opinion.
Anyway, congratulations to International
That's all.
for
It's
making it to the Europa
The
Conference.
classic loser mentality of Uhu.
I mean, I realize it's more efficient, but also I would just like to have a really good player, so I'm willing to pay more money for a really good player, and then I don't have to worry about it ever.
That's fine.
Like,
Nothing wrong with that.
Also, I have the money, so
You're one of the only people who has money. That's my point.
Jesus
I guess.
Christ.
What was that, Carmona?
This stream is a slideshow.
Yeah, this is a.
I should have
very-
viewed instead. That's okay.
yeah.
Or I should have attended, not viewed. Sorry for saying the V word. Ederson was a $40 million keeper?
Yeah. That was before the market went crazier, though.
So that would be extremely expensive. He's the 4th most expensive keeper ever.
Yeah.
Behind Buffon from Parma in 2001.
Look, by the
Whoa.
way,
I just signed Camille Grabara, and I think
Garbara is very good.
I'm trying to remember how much I spent on him. Oh yeah, I spent 1.2 million on him, and I think Visk is in the right to have spent overspent on whatever keeper he bought.
I mean, he got a better player who's young with potential, like when he's a
Dude.
sugar daddy club. I think that makes a ton of sense.
Also, Costa is, I mean, I know value is kind of bullshit, but like he's valued at almost twice what I paid for him. So, like, I don't know. The game also rates him as the second best keeper in the Bundesliga after Neuer.
Oh, this is funny. Love to go through my match analysis and have the game simultaneously recommend shoot on sight and also work ball in the box.
Yeah, I'd personally
Honestly,
recommend neither
for
of
your
them, to be
position,
honest, but-
he does make sense. You're one of the few clubs that can just splash on a keeper, really. Like for me, or most clubs, they can't. So that's where the value of
You
going
definitely
for
can't
Sirigu
splash
and
money on a keeper, says
Rabara.
a guy who spent 7 million on his backup keeper.
Well, 7 million is
That's
not.
nothing.
On a backup? It's a lot.
I mean, it's not nothing.
Kevin
though.
Trapp's gonna leave someday. Like
Yeah,
presumably next season, he's
he's
gonna
got-
leave.
He's already being phased out right now.
Yeah, but why don't you just go and sign, Salvatore Sirigu for the rest
I
of
got
the season?
Trap. I got Trap. Trap is my Sirigu.
My point is the logic of your argument would apply to you much more than Fisk.
I
Anyway, I'll
suppose.
drop it because it's not that interesting.
I'm very upset that my first goal was called back for offside. I didn't even realize it because it looked completely onside. Like there was no way that he could actually be off.
Is that the North Korean guy, John?
No, he's South Korean.
Oh. Send
And
him
now
off. Adley, huh?
By the way, right now I am,
plays a 4-3-3. Okay.
I'm trying to find loans for players. So if you get a bunch of Frankfurt spam, it's because I'm offering the clubs. I apologize.
Do I, Slim? Do I not get your enmity because I don't play a 4-3-3?
What do you play?
4-4-2 diamond, or a 3-4-3.
With a CM or like an AM?
What do you mean?
Your the top of your diamond. What is that? CM or AM?
It's an AM. Well, why would the top of the diamond be a CM?
I don't know. It's still a diamond.
I mean, that's what Rogue tried to argue was a diamond.
I wasn't actually trying to argue it was a diamond. I was trying to give context
Okay,
of the
fair
rest
enough, fair
of the
enough.
positions,
Fair enough.
other than that
Yeah.
particular player.
Yeah, that was a
I-
like.
It was
I
a
just-
failed attempt to do so, I will admit.
Oh no,
but-
no,
Yeah. I just thought it was funny that you tried to describe it that way instead of just saying, "Oh yeah, it's just like a 4-4-2, but with one of the CMs pulled back to DM."
yeah, that is how
Which
I
to
would.
me is
That
much
is how
more
I would read
intuitive.
it.
Yeah, that
would
would
make
have
it-
been a better effort, but that is like the general gist of what I was trying to do, not actually called a diamond.
Yeah.
Look at the triangle.
Also, in fairness, given that he's a CM attack and the DM is a DM defend, like it does kind of approximate a diamond in terms of their offensive positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Ultimately, all of
probably-
these things are quite subjective, and you can
Yeah.
call it whatever you want. Like, in the dumbest sense, you literally can just call it whatever you want.
Like, I'd have to go find what my pass maps look like because my pass maps are.
Yeah.
My pass maps are a very accurate sentiment of where my players are actually playing, and it's honestly more of a box midfield at the end when I look at it.
My pass map looks kind of silly, to be honest.
Should look at mine.
It's just like sort of like a jammed together, rectangle around the midfield line.
Where was the pass map again? Is it Data Hub?
Yeah, it's
That's in the
data
data
hub
hub.
pass map under the reports and visuals thing on the right.
What's the word?
What the hell am I looking at? Kyle Jorge.
Oh yeah, where is he in?
Juve B. Well, see ya. He's not developing.
Yeah, in
Got
real-
one
in real
player
life,
known only as Mario.
In real life, Juve ruined him. Also, I think you got
Wait, I'm sorry.
Uwe?
Juventus.
yeah.
Yeah, because they're zebras.
I dislike how the Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian alternate on whether the J is like pronounced.
C.
I think it's
Look, Cthulhu,
silly. They should be like Romania. They should just have rules.
you know that we knew that you were at International,
Jesus
right?
Yeah, like we're on to you.
Ah, good.
Like,
I've disconnected, so it won't hold you up now.
I hate to be that guy, but like I can't indulge this if it delays the game even a drop.
That's why I quit. Yeah, you're good. It won't delay you in 1 iota now.
Also, it's kind of weird to have a team that, like, had a game where we had average possession above 50%. So weird playing with short passes now.
Yeah, that game where I lost 1-0, I had 70% possession.
Possession
just
fix
didn't-
that.
They just didn't do a goddamn thing with it. I'm fucking pissed off.
Also, I do feel vindicated in being annoyed at Trisoldi earlier in the game because he ended up on 1.8 XG with only 1 goal scored.
Ooh, I got a pen.
I'm counting this as my 5th straight match that I've watched with a pen.
Well, I'm happy to get that because I did not like losing my 3-goal lead.
Oh, fucking Bayern are playing with their penis formation. I hate them.
Do you have
Young
chop
is
it
on
down?
a 10.
Stuttgart are number 1 on the XG table. They are going to be scary next year.
Stuttgart is number 2 on the XG. Oh, the XG table as opposed to the XG4. Sure. Yeah, it turns out that if the entire season was me playing, Heidenheim at home, I would be doing extremely well.
Oh, is that who you played?
Yeah.
All right, so this is
Like,
what my pass
possibly
map
the
looks like.
worst team in the league at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright,
I got
we
them
can
on the full
continue.
call.
Right, is that us?
Yep.
Okay, well let's get our continuing so we can get
Yeah.
past that.
Verdant, Elbrat, Karmic.
No excuses. Gonna force continue Karmic.
Yeah, force continue me because I
I think he's fake continued, but also kind of bugged.
I'm just forcing him. He kind of
Well,
cut off
click
mid
force
sentence.
continue. So
yeah, force continue me.
unsure
That's what
why
I
it has
said.
declined to.
I
continue.
can't.
Yeah,
His arms have fallen off. He needs a force continue.
like.
Like, on his end, it's showing everyone else has not continued and him has continued. I'm watching
Yeah.
a stream.
Yeah, thank you, Rogue. But also Rogue. That I also posted
One
the
more?
pass map.
One more continue.
That is a
Probably.
much nicer looking pass map than mine.
Hey, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have to confirm that you've got the post-match emails. Yes? No?
I have it.
Cool, we're saving. And that is us for today.
Wu Yang
nice
Jiang
session, folks.
had a
We got a game in. Let's go.
10.00 rating.
Oh,
I
we
beat
have four
Leverkusen and
games
lost to a
in.
semi-pro club.
Good session all, except for
Good session. Good session.
Heck yeah.
And we even got
Also,
the table screenshot because I did it like 30 minutes ago.
Rogue. Check it. 1, check the logo, and 2, check the bright colors.
Okay, I would
Before
like
you
to
drop.
say in regards to 1, the Mao, and in regards to 2, also the Mao.
Banks and D is just incredibly common.
And 3, in regards to those uniforms in the background, the Mao.
Take care, everybody.
See ya.
Yep, GG's.
Bye.
Hey.
Have fun all.
See ya. I even possibly get to have a decent time next session because I'm playing like Hanover at home. and then the hard part of my season starts.
Bye bye stream. Bye bye. Bye bye.
I'm